What's going on, people? What is happening? We're back. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are saying it's hate alongs all year, hate alongs all season, bro. Hate alongs all season. I'm telling you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. This is what we're on. Man, them jumped onto Arsenal games for hate alongs. Now we're here. Chelsea games for hate alongs. Everybody's getting a hate along this season, bro. Man United got a hate along, and that was great. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's it. We're trying to cover more football. And obviously, we normally do the Monday show, but Shane's in Barbados. So, do you know what I'm saying? We're live every Monday. Every single Monday, we're going to be live. So, do you know what I'm saying? I thought since Shane's in Barbados, we're not going to do the show. I might as well just jump on here and watch the Chelsea game. Do you know what I'm saying? First London derby. Last time we did this, our season went shit. To be fair, the team you lot have put out is interesting because of the Enzo drama. I don't know why. Why is Caicedo not in the team? What's happening, Mustafa? What you saying, my bro? Salam alaikum, brother. I remember, bro. It's because no, that was your fault. That was your fault because you were talking smack, saying anybody could beat Leeds. Gyökeres is dead. Anyone can score against Leeds. And I said, cool. You know what? Let's watch you lot play Leeds then. Do you know what I'm saying? So setback. Okay. Well, we know nobody's signing him because it costs too much damn money. So, but yeah, we're live. For those of you that don't know, we're live every Monday. Every Monday we're live. We normally, because we shoot the podcast midweek, by the time football content is so difficult because it moves so fast. And obviously me and Shane work full time. So what happens is normally, if we shoot the podcast on like a Wednesday, by the time the video, Shane edits it, puts out on a Friday, all that stuff's old news because football is news every day. Boxing's not really news every day. It's a little bit slower. So for football, we just got to go live as much as possible. So we'll do the Monday weekly wrap-up show. And then, but like I say, Shane currently is in Barbados anyway. So I thought, bun it. Let me just go live and watch the game. Watch the game with the man. So live will be a bit longer. But yeah, man. Bare things to talk about on the podcast this week. A lot of stuff. I don't know if you might have seen Devin Haney and Tank cussing each other's mums. Let's talk about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Is going at relatives too far? And is bringing up dead relatives too far again? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like the light on this ring light. Let me try to change it. I'm looking very white, bro. I'm not comfortable with that, bro. So I'm saying Brother Malcolm wouldn't approve. Try to change this light a little bit. The orange one. Let me go with this one. A little bit more orange. You know what I'm saying? Big up Nick. Hate watching Shabby Ball. I'm here for it. I totally forgot that Xabi Alonso was the manager. That absolutely slipped my mind, bro. Chelsea changed managers so much, I genuinely sometimes can't keep track. I remember when Maresca became manager, I think I didn't realize for the first like 2 weeks. I'm getting hot as hell. I'm going to put my fan on. If it's making too much noise, tell me. So I just turned it off. I'm starting to sweat already, bro. Starting to sweat already. We've got a lot of, I think this week we're going to shoot some of the stuff that's going to be big updates on the channel, the direction, life, all that good stuff. So you're going to see some videos come out. Obviously, we're going to shoot the podcast, but you're going to see some videos come out. Don't know what the title is going to be. It's going to be something a little bit different, but please do lock into that because that is going to give all the information about the future of the channel and the direction that we're going in. Hull with a better team. We've got to talk about Man United in a minute. No Caicedo interesting. Yeah, apparently setback in his injury. We saying that Amad Diallo, we're here. Hull roughed us up, Nick. Heaven's still young. Bro, I've told man that Maguire's you lot's best player. I've been telling you lot that for like 2 years. Nick, thoughts on Tank making fun of Devin's dead mum? We're going to talk about that on the podcast. So many fans are saying Rowley got robbed. I saw that. And I don't think Rowley got robbed at all. I really don't think he did. Big up Nick Fresh trimming that. I was ill last couple of weeks and was just laying in bed. Couldn't get a haircut for the life of me. So I know I ain't been to Saint-Tropez. It's just a t-shirt. I've been a few places, but I ain't been to Saint-Tropez still. All the man them queuing up for the hate along. Bro, this is it. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, you lot are expected to beat Fulham anyway. So it's not even a hate along, really. It's just like, cool, let's watch Chelsea beat Fulham. If you fail to beat Fulham, then that's a problem on you lot. But looking at the team that you've got, I mean, Caicedo is obviously going to come into this team. Not like now, not today, but just in general. You've got enough talent. But if I'm looking at the bench, Enzo's on the bench, Esteval to come off the bench, Quenda, Welbeck, Pedro Neto, Gittins. You lot don't have anyone that looks consistent in your team. Reece James is consistent, but obviously injured a lot. Cole Palmer blows hot and cold. I think your attack is decent. I still think your defense is just not good. I'll be honest. Hopefully Lacroix brings a little bit of stability there. Maybe Reece James at times. Obviously, you'll have Reece James back there when the midfield is fully back. But I don't know. I just don't know about your squad, bro. Yeah, the team worry. Yeah, I'm worried about you lot with the team. Do you know what I'm saying? Bench is mid. Facts. These man could only dream of having man like Bruno G. And bro, we got World Cup winners coming off our bench, bro. We got World Cup. You know what? This ain't even about us. It's about you, bro. This is about you. There's no point comparing us to you because it's just like what we did. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on Chelsea, just hating on Xabi. Why are you hating on Xabi? This don't make no sense. Xabi should be hating on you lot, bro. You lot ain't got a reason to hate on Xavi. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got a reason to hate on him. He came in, tried to fix you up, and you man are unruly, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Xabi was like a supply teacher, and the kids weren't giving him no respect, blood. So I don't know why you would have smoke for Xavi. You should have smoke for your own players. Do you know what I'm saying? Was it Real Madrid, trophyless back-to-back seasons and that? It's bonkers, bro. So, double pivot of Reece and Lavia is technical. AT loves this technical argument. Bro, it is. I mean, Lavia has not been amazing for you, but they're both injury prone. Technically, when you've got the ball, that's fine. But when you lose the ball, Fulham is a decent example, but not the best example. But when you lose the ball, Bournemouth might be a better example. When you lose the ball and Rayan and Krupi are running at Reece James and Lavia, it's long. On the ball, they're both technical. Reece James can cross, Lavia can win the ball back and stuff like that. But outside of that, yeah, technical don't always win games. Is my thing. Rowley through that fight, plain and simple. Rowley should have been a champion Rowley should never have been the champion in the first place. I see what you're saying, but yeah, Nick in boxing, I don't care if someone chats shit about other as much as they are fighting each other. But boxing's supposed to still be a gentleman's sport, though. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the difference between boxing and fighting. We're having a boxing match, not a fight. We can go in the street and have a fight. We're not having a fight. We're having a boxing match. You're supposed to shake hands afterwards, touch gloves before. Boxing and rugby are the two sports that I've probably observed the most respect in. Boxing and rugby are the two most brutal sports I've ever competed in. And they're the two most respectful sports I've ever competed in. The problem is the commercial side, because the problem isn't even with the fighters. The problem is with us as society, bro. Not to get all philosophical, but the reality is we like it. We enjoy it. People enjoy it. Shane had no interest in watching Conor Benn fight Eubank until Eubank slapped him with an egg. Then Shane was interested in it. Do you know what I'm saying? We won the league at Anfield. We won it at the Lane. Oh, man. Shout out Ricky, bro. Shout out Ricky. I'm going to shout you after the game if you're awake, or we'll jump on headset or something. Xavi didn't stand on his pivot. That's why I'm hating on Xavi. Plus, I think he ain't it as a manager. I mean, it's harder to be successful. Different managers do well at different clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? Xavi is probably more likely, if he was successful with Leverkusen, he's more likely to be successful, I think, with Chelsea than he is to be with a Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? He played a lot for Madrid, but he's not considered like a Real Madrid legend. I don't know where he's considered a real legend, maybe Liverpool, but Real Madrid have so many legends, have so many people that's coming in. That's like, it's not like if Ronaldo was a coach or, I think the players might have more respect for Di Maria being coach. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he was ever going to get that legend status type thing. So But your dressing room's unruly, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Your dressing room's unruly. That AT, that's what I'm saying. That dressing room's full of fools and still bare. Yeah, your dressing, I just can't. It's unmanageable, bro. It's unmanageable. You might have bought Mourinho out of semi-retirement, basically, just as a substitute teacher, bro, because he was like the last teacher that could keep that fucking that dressing room in check, blood. And even then, that's only because his ego is bigger than any of the players, bro. It's not because he don't have an ego and he settles everyone down. He don't. It's just my ego will out ego yours. It could be a recipe for disaster, blood. I wanted Zidane, but you had Zidane. Do you know what I'm saying? You had that, and that was a good time, and then it's over. Do you know what I'm saying? Looking like we ain't seeing Devin in 2026. He's tried to make a lot of fights, but things just ain't gone how they should have gone. And obviously, it's money as well. Technical till Lavia's cheese string hamstrings give out inside 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, you're saying Lavia's, he's next to Reece James, bro. You know what I'm saying? Knowing these, man, Lavia will get injured, and Reece James will pull a hammy trying to fucking run over and bring water and a sponge to him, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll be getting injured trying to get him treatment and that. So Fulham's team's interesting though. They got a very attacking team. The way Sky Sports are putting it up, it's like they've got Iwobi in the middle of the park because they've got so many attackers. Palacios and Garcia are both new. King and Bob are both good, but obviously quite young. Iwobi, we know what he can do. Obviously, no Harry Wilson. I just think on a counter-attacking thing, Fulham could get at you lot. AT's never going to be an Arsenal fan, bro. AT likes to just make stuff up. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't want less of the Eisenheim, the illusionist. Man don't want illusionists at our club, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? AT was making up black people in Chelsea's history. Like, it's just making stuff up. Zidane hyping big 2026. Bro, it's Madrid, innit? That's all Madrid know, bro. Guti is most underrated Real Madrid legend of all time. What I'm saying is, though, if Guti became manager, these players like Bellingham and that, they ain't respecting Guti. He's not a big enough star. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone like Zidane will give Guti respect. Man that have played with Guti will know how big a legend he is. But man that haven't played with him, they might not actually even know. They might not really rate Guti's team. Do you know what I'm saying? The way that they should. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Mourinho is an underrated appointment. I don't know, man. It's going to go one of two ways. It could go one of two ways. Do you know what I'm saying? You say no one can chat to him, but these new school ballers are different, man. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are sensitive, bro. These men are sensitive. Like when Mourinho was at Chelsea, he had a team full of winners. He had a team full of like real men. Real men. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man that ain't going to get emotional if you chat shit to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man that hold themselves to such high standards that if Lampard or Terry had a bad game, you don't have to shout at them. Because if you shout at Terry, no shouting you do at John Terry is worse than what John Terry's already telling himself. That's not the case with this new Real Madrid team. That's not the case with these men. These men make mistakes or miss shots and go, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. So when you tell them, yo, it's your fault, they get upset. Like Dele Alli. They're talented, but the mentality is different, bro. That's why it's been back-to-back. These men think that they can just do it all on their own. It's not a question of not rating him, though. There's levels in it. It's like, all right, cool. Man could say, there's certain players that play for Arsenal, yeah? Like, Mertesacker is never going to be rated as like an Arsenal legend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Mertesacker's a bad example because he coached the under-21, so he actually knows a lot of the players. Who's like an underrated legend? If Will Tord came in and coached this team, this Arsenal team, obviously it's Will Tord, isn't it? But that's not the same as Henry. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the same as Henry. That's like Guti to Zidane. Zidane walking in as the gaffer is like Henry walking in as the gaffer at Arsenal. Everyone's just listening to everything he says. Even if he's wrong, man are just listening anyway because it's Henry. But if it's someone like Will Tord, Man are listening, but or Martin Keown, it's like you're a legend still, but there's levels to legend, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? There's levels to legend, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mbappe curse is real, but this is what I'm saying. Mbappe has been the top goal scorer in the league back-to-back years. You think you can go and tell Mbappe that he's made mistakes or that he's the problem or that? Do you mean you know he's going to say to you, bro? Look at the goals I scored. What are we talking about? Score predictions. I think Chelsea should be able to get through this relatively comfortably. Wiltord reference is spot on. This is what I'm saying, bro. I think Chelsea should be able to get through this relatively comfortably. Do you know what I'm saying? I see like a 3-1 for Chelsea or something like that. I would say. You man, I must be delayed, blood. How far back is my stream, bro? You man, these man scored already. It must be Chelsea that scored because you man are saying for fuck's sake, bro. I predicted 3-1. I ain't even seen a goal yet. João Pedro is through. Ah, bruv. Yeah, bruv. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I don't know why my stream's always so delayed. That's not a lucky goal, bro. That's a good goal. Fulham look poor, bro. You know the other thing about end the stream. Man's never ending the stream because I already predicted that Chelsea's going to beat. Man is saying end the stream because Chelsea's 1-0 up against Fulham. Did you not expect to beat Fulham? I said Chelsea's going to win 3-1. Who played that ball out? Fulham tried to go long, and then it just died, bro. Who's that? Who's that number 4, blood? Who's that number 4? Bro, who is Quensa, blood? Who are you? Who actually are you? Is this your debut? Nah, it's not. You played for them last year. Bro. Man like Quensa, blood. I don't even know who you are, bro. And apparently he was there last year as well. He's been there since 2024. Ah, bro. Right. Fair enough. It was a good finish, though. João Pedro is a very, very tidy player. Like I say, scoring goals, I don't think you man are going to have a problem, blood. You know what I'm saying? You've got a very good 9, one of the best 9s in the league, if we're being real. It's an out-and-out 9. I think João Pedro is right up there, and you've got great support for him. The problem is just going to be the defense and the midfield. And obviously, like, a bit of the dressing room with just the Enzo drama. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. I'm watching it on fucking Sky Sports on my TV, so I don't know why I'm so far behind. But it is what it is. I don't see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet, but I don't see Fulham winning. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially a team that's as athletic as Chelsea's, as expansive as Chelsea's. Like, I've been to Craven Cottage a couple times. It's a small pitch, bro. Craven Cottage is small, bro. If you've got athletes that can react quick, you can close the distance very, very quick. I think all Prem pitches are supposed to be regulation size, which is what they say. But like certain places, you go there and it feels small. Morgan Rogers tried to get in there again. We all know we don't really want to be there, but it is what it is. I want to see the hype around Sander Berg. Rance always talks about him. Sander Berg's fine. Like he's a decent player. I don't know why Rance talks about him like it's anything crazy. Remember, I had Chelsea in my top 4. I had Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Chelsea in my top 4. I didn't think United and Spurs were going to make top 4. But that was before this whole Enzo saga. Now Enzo's trying to push for a move. It's just crazy. Oh, that's got to be a yellow card for Colwell. That's got to be a yellow card for Colwill. These men are trying to claim it's a red. It's not a red, but that's definitely a yellow. He's way too far from goal for that to be a red. Look at that. Look at that, bruv. Levi Colwill, you know. He's way late. I can see why they're saying it could be a red. I don't think it's a red, but I can see the argument because he's very late. Fulham just lack a little bit of quality. Like, I'm looking at Iwobi. He's about to take this cross, and I feel like this cross ain't going to be dangerous, bro. Floated in, Chelsea get it cleared. Iwobi's always lacked like power. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got some tech about him here and there, but like when I'm looking at the cross and that, I'm like, bro, I know that you're not whipping that 35 yards to the back post. You just don't have the power to do that. Like, you're never really driving power. Like, watch Oscar Bob balling, Nick. Bro, he's a decent player, innit? I don't want him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him. He's cool. Bro, you're the same one that told me I should get Liam Delap from Ipswich. Do you know, your talent ID is wild, bro. Your talent ID is wild. City sold Nico Gonzalez too. What are they smoking? Bro, the thing is, yeah, I thought this about Liverpool yesterday. Like, the window is going to be active so late into the season. Like, there's going to be so much activity on deadline day, which we haven't seen for years. But like Liverpool, their team looks okay, but their squad looks so thin, bro. Their squad looks so thin. Like, as much as Rio, that youngster, is a good player, relying on him as your starting winger is crazy. I know they've got Minter coming in. Maybe that Barcola deal still happens. I'm not even really worried about Barcola because, I mean, Liverpool don't have like a good track record of turning big money signings into something. So Reece James with the switch. Chelsea, you've got to try and get it out to their wing backs quicker. They've got to try and get it out to their wing backs a lot quicker. When Hato or Gusto make that move, that's 2 or 3 times Gusto's made a move and the ball hasn't come to find him. Yeah, and City want Gakpo as well. City get Gakpo, and I was surprised Gakpo started because I heard he was leaving to go Spurs. If Liverpool lose Gakpo, then they're gonna have Rio and Minter starting and maybe Barker. Minter and Barker as starters on the wing. That's dead, bro. I have to take them out of top 4. That's dead. And you got 2 brand new men that's never played in the Prem. Well, 2 brand new players. Obviously, Minter's played in the Prem. And 1 guy that's never played in the Prem is your main. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Good little play from Chelsea. Cole Palmer. It's one thing I like about Cole Palmer. I don't know, I don't rate him. What I like about him is he gets his shots off, innit? Like, he'll shoot from anywhere. The angle he just shot from was not the right angle to shoot from, but he's going to shoot anyway. And 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 times that's going to go in, or 1 out of 20 times that's going to Bassi. I never feel confident with Bassi on the ball. 1 out of 20 times is going to get a deflection and someone's going to hit the seconds, but that's 2 out of every 20 of those he's going to convert into goals. Sander Berg just tried to roll Reece James. I don't know what. Oh, that was Palacios that tried to roll Reece James. I don't know what. Fulham have done that 2 or 3 times to try and do that. Chelsea is so much more athletic than Fulham. You can't try to drop the shoulder and roll me. We do it. Alvarez needs to leave that bum club ASAP. They were booing him yesterday. I know that's all great for us. That's great for us because we want him and he wants to go Barcelona, but they're not trying to send him to Barcelona. So I think if Julian Alvarez comes to Arsenal, it's cold. It's so cold. Sanderberg's decent, but like the hype from United fans is just so weird. But Chelsea already look like a team that can get gotten at to me. Do you know what I mean? They're back three, back five, whatever they want to call it. I just feel like man can get at these. Like, see, look, just look how sloppy they look. Bro, their defense is whack, bro. Yeah, bro. Chelsea's defense is horrid, bro. They'll beat United though. They'll still probably beat United, but their defense is toilet, bro. Can't lie. Fulham are like the only team in the league. Not the only team, but like they're just not even a threat from set pieces. Like I said, no, none of them can cross the ball, blood. Chelsea will be very comfortable. I know Robert Sanchez can be shit gathering up crosses, but he dealt with that one okay. Chelsea will be perfectly comfortable just letting it go for corners and letting Fulham cross it, because Fulham just ain't dangerous from corners. They're more dangerous from counter attack and pressing, but they ain't dangerous from corners. They're probably more dangerous from set play, from open play. The worst part is with this manager, he wants to get Fulham with the ball on the floor playing football. They're just not good enough to do that. Now I'm going to be streaming it, bro. I'm going to be streaming it. Lavia in late on Calvin Bassey. I think that's a yellow card as well. I don't think the ref's going to give it, but he is going to give it. Very, very late. I don't know why Lavia is looking around confused. That was very, very late. What's he confused about? Oh. Oh, he got contact on the ball, I guess. It's a 50-50 that. Bro, I'm in the nosebleeds as being stingy. Bro, it's a timer, innit? So, do you know what I'm saying? Just put on your best garms and fucking, do you know what I'm saying? Chat to 1-2 gal, blood. Tell them to subscribe to OnlyFacts. I don't know if any of you lot watch any streamers like Dean the Great and Adrian Bruno or anything like that. Oh, is it an O2? Yeah, O2 is calm. It's only small in there. I was in the O2 for Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora. Wild fight. And I was in the VIP section for that as well that night with Ricky. But do you any of you man watch any streamers? Like if me and Shane were doing like IRL streams, like in real life streams, streaming when we hit a party or streaming when we're out on the block with the man them or streaming when we go gym, would man them enjoy that type of content? Because it's something that we're thinking about. Like besides like the typical kind of not rants, because Rants does a lot of different content and he goes to the gym and does his blogs and vlogs and training and camps and all that kind of stuff. So Rants is different, but different from like, you know, we don't want to just do what like that went out for a corner. Robert Sanchez is a scrub. But what are you doing? Again, like I said, it don't matter because Fulham are just not dangerous from corners anyway. But Chelsea's defense and just whole defensive setup and structure, just a joke, bro. Just a joke. Like they scored early, fair enough, and you thought, but when they scored early, you kind of thought this might be a 3 or 4 slapping. Yeah, Oscar Bob tried to take that too quick. Can't watch. I know. Yeah. You got to remember, we're not American, innit? So it's not going to be too mad. Like it's not going to be if we hit like a pool party in Miami or something. It's just going to be bedlam. But our thing will be more stable. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be more stable. But yeah, I 100% know what you mean. Ahmad said, "Yeah, we'll definitely watch that." All right, cool. That might be a direction that we go in. They're back 5 stick, bro. Bro, throw Robert Sanchez in there, bro. With the goal, they're back 6 stinks, bro. Look, Sanchez just kicked the ball away to nobody, bro, under no pressure. Just gave it back to Fulham. Now Fulham are shit in possession, so this is actually going to suit Chelsea because Fulham ain't really got anyone creative to create anything. Like I say, they got fucking Iwobi playing in the 8. So if Shane did IRL stream in the gyms he visits in the US, that would be lit. Exactly. Just trying to get Shane to get off his fucking lazy black ass and do some work, blood. You know, like that. Trying to get Shane to do some work is like, fuck, you know, man, this guy. I don't know how white people ever enslave man like Shane, blood. You know what I'm saying? This nigga don't work for nothing. Yeah, when some of them are too disorganized, I think it could be crazy, but I feel like we might get some wild moments that we just can't get in the house. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to be outside too much. Everything would stay the same. Nothing would replace any content for them. Could be through. Again, no creativity, bro. They got Josh King, and Josh King looked really good when he was running in behind and scoring goals. That's when he was most dangerous. But again, Josh King, for me, is young and talented, and he's going to have a great career. But as a creative outlet, next to big, strong men, that's my problem. That's similar to my problem with Oscar Bob, by the way, Ahmad. Like, Oscar Bob is not built like a man, bro, respectfully. Do you know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at Josh King receiving the ball, and he's got Lavia next to him, James next to him, Colwell next to him, it's like, brother, you ain't going nowhere. These men will lock you up. And I think it's similar with Oscar Bob. Fulham are trying to play football at the back, and I don't think they know. They have Bern Leno in goal. You don't have Allison in goal or Edison or Raya. You've got Bern Leno in goal. He left Arsenal because he couldn't play the ball at his feet. I don't know what these men are on. It won't be CM is, but that's what I'm saying, bro. It won't be CM, bro. What's his role? What's his instructions? Are you in there to be creative? Are you in there to win the ball back? What's the actual instructions here? Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, dancing through, brother. Ah, oh, bro, you died, bro. Was that Hato that just died, bro? It was, bro. He was dancing through for a bit and then he just died, bro. Anthony Robinson, who I think, and Anthony Robinson's fuming, bro. He's going forwards and they just passed the ball backwards. Palacios has got no, you know how man cuss Rice and say all Rice does is play backwards and sideways, bro. That's Palacios. James coming forwards. They've got numbers. James is playing the ball a bit slow. They're on the edge of Fulham's box, but just now they've gone all the way backwards, bro. You man were on the edge, bro. Man, talk about Declan Rice. You lot were just on the edge of Fulham's box and pass the ball all the way back to the halfway line. You're on the edge of the box. Okay, I forgot Cole Palmer was even playing for a minute. Shane can't be moving like AB on them streams. Shane might be a lot. If we're in the UK, I think we're okay. I think it's as soon as we fly across the Atlantic. If we are anywhere in North America, South America, the Caribbean, Central America, if we're anywhere over there, once we pass the Atlantic, it's long. Morgan Rogers tried a little flick to get the ball into Palmer. Finally got the ball to Palmer. It should be 2-0. Palmer, defenders everywhere, to be fair. If Morgan Rogers had played that ball on the floor, to be fair to Palmer, and that was a bit poor from Palmer, he could have done better, but Rogers played that ball so late, and he's done like a flicked pass. Just roll that on the floor. Palmer can hit it first time. My manager used to say, make the passes friendly. Palmer again looking for a shot, and it's cleared. Take that forwards. Get it under control and take that forwards. Take that forwards. Take that forwards. Bruv. This Gonzalez, bro. Fulham with the strike. And there was right at Robert Sanchez. He had to palm it away. This is what I'm saying about Robert Sanchez. It's Josh King with a strike from distance. It's not the most powerful strike. It's pretty much at him. I don't know. They've just given Josh King so much time to shoot. They just stood off him, and then let him shoot. Luckily, it's not a great strike, and it's straight at that Robert Sanchez. It will be of a cross that I don't even know if it's. I don't even know if that cross was on purpose or not. Palacios is looking weak out there, bro. We're going to see some 2-2s and 3-2s and 4-2s with Chelsea, blood, because these men are going to concede goals. And fair enough, you might have Caicedo in there on other days, but even still, these men are going to concede goals. It's a great little touch around the corner from Oscar Bob. I don't even want to compliment him because every time I do, I know Ahmad's going to be like, see, you got to sign him. Josh King with a good run, ball across the box, but who was there? Berg on the edge of the box, strike straight at the goalkeeper. Fulham just lacking that little bit of quality, bro. Is Jimenez on the bench for them? Oh no, they got that Rodrigo Muniz, and obviously Smith Rowe. Fulham just lacking any type of just general creativity, bro. That Josh King in again. Oh my God, Roberts! What did I say? I don't want to be one of them YouTubers. Oh my God, I called it. What did I just say about Josh King's last shot? Man, then what did I say? It went straight at Robert Sanchez and he palmed it away. He didn't look comfortable. Did I say that or no? Now the shot straight at Robert Sanchez again. It goes underneath him. Sanchez is a scrub. You might as well have Alexis Sanchez in goal. Sanchez, bro. None of you man are Caribbean, or I was going to make a couple jokes about Sanchez, but you man ain't going to know who that is, so there's not even any point. Didn't even update the score. I didn't even update the score when Chelsea scored. I was just waiting for Fulham to score. That is Robert Sanchez is awful. He's awful. Beaten at the near post by a shot that's not even like, it's a decent strike, but it's not binsed. And I said it before. It's exactly the same as the first shot. The first shot, if I'm Josh King, this is how you man know I play ball. That's how you man know I play ball. Yeah? If I'm Josh King, I've licked a speculative shot, right? Right at him, and you got to gather that. It's right at you. Just gather that. He's palmed it away for a corner. I'm taking a shot again then. I'm shooting again. Because if you're going to move, if you're a goalkeeper, sometimes in Sunday League or like lower level football, you might see someone try to shoot from halfway, from kickoff. Take kickoff, shoot from halfway. What you're doing is you're just seeing how competent is this keeper? How competent, how comfortable is he? What do you mean? As soon as you show some type of weakness, get at him. Keeper's no different to any other position. If you stand your fullback up and you shimmy him and he looks like he's not really on it, then you're going to put it on that guy. Alexis Sanchez would do way better. That shows that even bins. I'm not trying to shit on Josh King. Shout out Josh King, young player. Do you know what I'm saying? Going and getting himself goals and that. Shout out to him. But these men are playing with a Iwobi at the 8, you know. I can't believe what I'm seeing. One to fucking Alex Marino, blood. See what Anthony Robinson just did there? Again, it was another little ball roll where he's let the ball roll across his body. He's fainted. Because Chelsea's more athletic and they're faster, Fulham are trying to offset that by dropping the shoulder and turning, and they just can't do it. I have yet to see them do it successfully. It's a good pass out from Iwobi. And Fulham will start to get some confidence from that. AT's gone awfully quiet. It's all gone quiet over there. It's all gone quiet. It's all gone quiet. It's all gone quiet over there. Where's AT, man? Himanshu, where you at? Chelsea, man, where you at? Do you know what I'm saying? They've had 40% of the ball versus Fulham. Bro, do you know what I'm saying? Anyone seen AT? Has anyone seen Frank Lampard? Has anyone seen AT? It's like you remember, Nick, when Shiraz fought Belanga, he stopped defending after he knew he could hurt him. You called that during the fight. Bro, if I've never seen you in real life, Amad Diallo. We've never fought before. I've never seen you. I don't know how big you are, how strong you are. If the first time if me and you are arguing, we're about to fight, Fulham could be in for a second. Ball across the box, it goes over. Bro, Iwobi's been in the 8 all game. Ahmad, if me and you square off against each other to fight, and the first time you don't even hit me with like a hook, you hit me with a jab. And as you hit me with just a little jab, I go, oh, like that, confident. I'm bowling you over. I'm bowling you over. Because it might not be, again, they just did Oscar Bob with the little ball roll. Fulham should have scored a second. Chelsea are scrambling, bro. Scrambling, bro. It's all eggs and dirt bikes in West London right now, blood. Scrambling, I'm telling you. SW6. SW6, bro. Gallagher in the 10 is way better than it will be in the 8. Way better. Shabby got work to do. Bro, man didn't even want to play for it. Enzo's trying to leave. I hope he don't. I just want as much dismay in the dressing room as possible. Who's that number 8 that just tried? Is that Palacios again? This Palacios is dead, bro. This Palacios guy. Are we sure he's played in the league before, bro? Has he? Because he's doing stuff that you just cannot be doing in the Prem. He's doing stuff you can't be doing. He's 21. No, it's his first season in the Prem. There we go. He just signed from Madrid. I can tell, watching him play football, I can tell you've not played in the Prem before. Fulham could be in again. Josh King. There's no one in that goes for a corner. I can tell Palacios is getting the ball and doing back-heeled flicks. My nigga. This is the Premier League, bro. This ain't La Liga. I remember when we had Danny Ceballos come to the Prem and try to do these. Bro, no, my brother, please. We're in the Prem, you know. We're in the Prem. Man will just kick you out of pure disrespect. Don't come to my pitch and try to do back heels again. I was going to kick you out of just for pure manners. Manners yourself. What are we doing? We don't care about that here. Josh King is causing Chelsea. Josh King and Oscar Bob are causing Chelsea all types of problems, bro. Josh King again. I can see, bro, look at when they play the ball forwards, yeah, to Josh King or Oscar Bob in the half space, so just between where you've got a line of DM of Lavia and Reece James, and then you have a line of the back three, and the Fulham player is going to try and sit somewhere in the middle of that line, and watch the way the ball's going to come to him, and as the defender's closing him, he's going to drop the shoulder and turn. He's not going to touch the ball. He's going to drop the shoulder and turn and try and use the momentum of the ball to get straight in on goal. Watch it. I should be a coach. Also, while you man are here, yeah, do you man prefer like the banter and shouting style of content? Think like X, and Troops and them lot, yeah, or like the more tactical breakdown style of content, or do you like both? Palmer coming forwards, Iwobi's on him, black man versus black man, crossed into João Pedro, it's just gone wide. It's a really good connection on that from João Pedro. Hey, what happened? AT, where were you? We were calling for you. We were calling for you, bro. Your goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, is was. He's was, blood. He's terrible, bro. He might be one of. You see, AT. I don't know if you were here. Josh King had a shot and it went straight at Robert Sanchez, and Robert Sanchez palmed it away. And I said, bro, that was shit. How's he palmed it away? He should have caught it. Josh King had a very similar shot, not straight at Sanchez, but it went bottom corner, but quite central. It wasn't in the corner, and it's just gone straight under Sanchez's arm, straight under. But once they saw keeper was vulnerable, Fulham could be in. Fulham should probably, on balance of play, be 2-1 up. Lex messaged me 16 minutes into the game saying Fulham can win this. 16 minutes in, Lex messaged me. Shout out Lex, he might join the chat in a bit. When you see the goal, Robert Sanchez, wasp, blood. If you man lose João Pedro, is peak. I don't know why people don't rate João Pedro. We're going to get into another Joshua Zirkzee argument. I don't know why. Maybe it's just his contract or whatever. I don't know why a bigger club hasn't come in for him or like whatever. But maybe it's just his wages and whatever. But I feel like if you not lost João Pedro, yeah, you lot would be in trouble. And that back six, it's what I said when the 11 came out, bro. I'm not even just trying to be one of them man that's saying, oh, I knew it. I know everything. Nah, bro, I said it, bro. I said Chelsea's going to score goals, but their defense is meaty. And Fulham aren't even good, bro. I mean, anyone can pay a player out of their contract, but yeah, I hear you. He's probably like good, but not good enough to justify the money that it would take, do you know what I mean, to sign him or the wages. But I just think, bro, honestly, in terms of your attack, I know Cole Palmer's the talisman and the star man in that, yeah. But bro, if you man lose Pedro, if you man were to lose Pedro, problems. Because what Palmer does, Palmer's really good, but what he does in this system, in terms of supporting João Pedro, he's not going and getting goals himself, but he's really in there to support João Pedro. You have other players that can do that. They can't be the star man like Palmer can be, but they can support João Pedro. There's no one else in your team that can do what João Pedro does. There's not even that many players in the league that can do what João Pedro does, if I'm being real. Chelsea are on the break. They've got the numbers. They find Rodgers early. João Pedro underlapping. Rodgers has made a little angle for himself. The shot. See that shot just there? How the shot went straight into Leno's arms? That's how Banner's shooting against Robert Sanchez, and it's going in anyway, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You should have Alexis Sanchez in goal, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You should have a bare other Sanchez's in goal. Oh, that's a bookie header from Lacroix. Is that I know that's Lacroix because he moves slow. You see Lacroix, yeah? I just, out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching a man move, and he moves like Saliba, but like half speed. He moves exactly like Saliba, but in half speed, so I just know it's him. I swear that he's not bad, but Chelsea doing these death row contracts, bad boy entertainment, 100% blood. Surviving Bowley coming out soon, blood. Yeah, if that was Sanchez for that Leno save, that's probably a goal. Big man team. Ahmad, you're starting to see my sports knowledge, bro. I know you didn't rate me before. I know you were on the fence. Now you're starting to see it, bro. I know ball, you know. I know ball, bro. I know everyone says that. I know everyone says that. There's an artist called Sanchez from the Caribbean, yeah, and I want to run banter and sing his songs, but you man ain't gonna know them, blood. So it's just pointless. If Shane was here, I could run this banter. Shane, this is why we need 2 people on the stream. This is why we need 2 people on the stream. Did you watch it, AT? They're looking at this foul from Colwell on Josh King, yeah? And I'll be real. I don't even think that's a foul. I don't think that's a foul. King's just little boy, and Colwell's just little boyed him, but it's not actually a foul. Reece James floated ball to the back post. Oh, Lavia, good save from Leno. Yeah, it's a little boy thing, isn't it? Like, it's not, you know what it is? If you're King, you want a foul for that. But it's not a foul, bro. It's not really, bro. English football, isn't it? It should be 2-1 to Fulham. I'm not going to lie. It should probably be 2-2. Now with the last 2 chances you've had, it should probably be 2-2. And you lot will probably score before the break. I predicted 3-1 before the game. And you lot will probably score before the break. But it's going to be like City, where you man are going to win, but it's not going to be a comprehensive win. It's just going to be ugly. Can't wait until Cole Palmer signs for United next season. Hey, you see this Palacios suit, yeah? Get this nigga off the pitch, bro. Palacios looks try. He's not ready. He's not ready yet, bro. Do you know what I mean? It was a good experiment. It was a fun summer. We all had a good time. Fulham fans got to say, we signed someone from Madrid. That's cool. You enjoyed the pictures and the social media followers, do you know what I'm saying? And you're fucking some bitches now in London. That's cool. But let's get a proper, just put Iwobi on the wing and put someone else in there, because this Palacios brother is just not it, blood. Put Harrison Reed in the midfield or put Sessegnon out wide. Put Ryan Sessegnon out there. Oh, bro. He just don't look ready, bro. He don't look ready. If I was on the pitch, he's obviously better than me, but I feel like I can bully him. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I can bully him, bro. Because you just look bullyable. Like, you just got that Patrick Bamford haircut. And then you're not big, you're not strong, you're not fast. That's the problem with them Spanish youths. If you're not very, very techie, yeah, then what do you do, bro? Because you're not quick, you got no flair, you're just there generally moving the ball around. Like, so what? Brother, this guy, at least Ryan Sessegnon's got experience playing in English football for several clubs. You cannot, Ryan Sessegnon's not good, but you can't little boy him. You can't just grab him up and say, move, come off the ball, little boy. You can't do that, bro. You can't. He's at least going to fight back. If I'm playing against Palacios right now and I'm out of shape, old man, but if I grab up Palacios, say, move, brother, he ain't even saying nothing. He's looking at the ref. He's looking for help. No one ain't going to help you. No one ain't going to help you. No one's going to help you. Go help yourself. Chelsea's the team with the bigger, stronger, more athletic players. Do you know what I mean? Josh King is having success getting by Levi Colwill. That's why Levi Colwill grabbed him up and dashed him, because he spun him twice. So he's like, okay, I'm not beating you for pace. Let me show you where I can beat you. Pause. Do you know what I mean? Palacios has not got past whoever's on right, Gusto once. He's not got past him once. You're going to have to use Anthony Robinson as the overload to get past him. Just like here. Anthony Robertson against Gusto. And Anthony Robertson gets the crossing. I'm actually a fucking genius. I'm actually a genius. You're getting this content for free. Because I'm telling you, bro, sports is all mental and body language, bro. I'm telling you. It's a good ball into Sanderberg. Calvin Bassey with the strike. Oh, Robinson should have put that across the box early. It will be with... Oh, he thought about the strike. So look, they're using Robinson out wide because they know they can't use Palacios. Look, Palacios rolls his man there. Ball gets away from him because he's not quick enough, bro. On the right-hand side, they're not using the right back. But on the left-hand side, they're having to use the left back. Yeah, exactly. But Shane didn't want Robinson because he's got Shaw instead. Shane didn't want Robinson because he got Shaw. All right, cool. Man, like, we've got McDonald's at home. Come on, bro. Look how small Oscar Bob and Josh King are compared to João Pedro. Look how little they are. Them man are small, you know. That means if I foul Palacios, let's say Palacios is quicker than me. If I smash Palacios with a foul and you call your boys over, I got Iwobi in that running over to me. Where's the intimidation? Where's the intimidation? If you smash into Reece James, you're gonna have Levi Colwill and these men coming after you. Do you know what I'm saying? Great turn from Palmer. That looks like Maxence Lacroix. That looks like Lacroix. Oh, that's poor from Fulham. That's Leno. That's Leno in goal. That's Leno in goal. That's Leno in goal. And what I said, Chelsea's going to score before the half. Chelsea's going to score before the half. And that's Leno in goal for you, lads. That is Leno in goal. Where is Leno? No, man, and watch the replay again. £50 to anyone that can tell me where Leno was going. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, AT, tell me Lacroix don't move like Saliba. They move the same. They got the same like robotic, like, you know, like old FIFA games where it can only move by like 45-degree angles. Like they move exactly the same. They move like they both move like they don't have control of the ball, but they do. Like it looks mad, like out of control, but still somehow they control it. That's what from a distance I can tell when it's him. Leno go Tesco Express, same animation. Bro, if Leno stays on his line, it's what where you go, bro. I'm watching the highlight of the goal, and Leno is nowhere in the shot. In future, for people that didn't watch the game and they're watching Match of the Day and they see the reverse angle of the goal, they're going to be so confused as to what's happening because Leno's not actually in the camera angle. He's gone. Like, bro, what am I looking at? Oh, burn Leno, bro. The thing is, I predicted my prediction of 3-1 is looking tidy. Quenza just tried to clear the ball, ran and kicked it straight into. Do you know what I don't like about Spanish players, apart from Mikel Merino? Look at this for Palacios again. He did the same thing again. Palacios, he lets the ball roll across him and then tries to chase it. But you're not stronger than Gusto. You're not stronger than Gusto or faster. Leno went for a hydration break. Lex is taking the piss. Do you see what I'm saying, AT? He keeps doing it rather than get the ball up because you see Spanish players. The problem I have with Spanish players, other than Mikel Merino, is they don't like contact. They don't like any contact. And when you play football in England, whether it's my nephew playing Sunday League at 13, everything is contact, man. It is a full contact. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Robinson just put Cole Palmer on the floor and Cole Palmer got up and started chasing him down because it's contact, isn't it? Like it's a contact sport. The Spanish don't play like that. Oh, that looked like a bad one, but I think the ref missed it. I don't know if VAR is going to have a look at that. Probably not unless it's a red card. It's one of them ones. Oh, you hit the like button, everyone. Rank, Kepa, Leno, and Ramsdale. Oh, wow. 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 That's a great question. I guess Leno's got to be at the bottom. Cole Palmer shaping up to shoot. That would have been classic Leno to just leave it like he's got his angles covered and then him not have his angles covered. You got Ramsdale bottom. Nah, I got Ramsdale above Leno. As an Arsenal fan, having watched them both, I felt way more comfortable with Ramsdale and goal than Leno. I've seen my defenders feel more relaxed and play football with Ramsdale and goal. We categorically can't do that with Leno and goal. Can't. Leno's had a good game today, but you can't for a season. You can't feel comfortable when this guy's behind you. You can't. Ramsdale first, then Leno, then Kepa. Kepa had a spell of being a really good keeper, though. And then so did Leno, though, I guess. Leno was unfortunate to come up in an era where he was behind pause, but he was behind Neuer, and he was in the German league, Neuer and Oblak, and he was up on that was at Barcelona, Ter Stegen. He was like the third or fourth choice German goalkeeper, but they had all like great, like all-time great keepers. Yeah, Kepa's first season at Chelsea was very, very good. And I think the last season at wherever he was, because he was like the record goalkeeper signing when everyone's a fucking record signing when Chelsea banned, to be fair, to just spend stupid money. But Fulham not fully out of this, but this is kind of, like I said, I thought it could be similar to the Man City game where it's just a difference in quality. Oscar Bob trying to take on two. You see what we just saw Oscar Bob do, yeah? I'm telling you now, we are not going to see Palacios do that. It wasn't successful, but he's standing up against two men that are both bigger and stronger than him, and he's still dropping the shoulder and trying to get in tight spaces. Do you know why? Because he came through Man City's academy, or because he played at Man City. He's played in England. You can't in Spain, they try to do like old school Wenger ball where like they create the perfect opportunity to score when no one's around you. In England, a lot of the time you just have to get your shot off. Man on your shoulder. You might be falling over with man on top of you, and you still got to get the shot away because it's contact. We all play with contact. If you can't just have some contact, you're going to be in problems. And these two Spanish men are just both not doing it, bro. I don't know what they've been brought in to do, but whatever it was, they're not doing it. Like the video as well. Remember, we're live this weekend. We are live this weekend. Shane, you might as well make the thumbnail since you're obviously free. You might as well make the week. You know what I mean? Yeah, Shane, you might as well make the thing. Facts. Bob probably grew up with physicality being vital. 100%. 100%. It's halftime. Roger scoring on his debut. Robert Sanchez, bro. 18. Have you seen the goal yet? Because that might be the next place you man are gonna upgrade. You know, not gonna lie. Because that is going to be a crutch, bro. That is going to be a serious crutch for you lot. Yeah, bro. The ball is just such a stoppable goal, bro. Yeah, Shane, if you're here, make a thumbnail for the weekend so we can I'll slap the live up. I mean, Chelsea, I gotta say, Chelsea ain't looking convincing to me. I can see how Chelsea can be gotten at. And I think against better teams, you know, for me, it's 2-1. And I'm looking at a Fulham team which just clearly lack quality, bro. I'm not going to lie. Iwobi's playing in the 8. King and Bob are like the only real attacking anything that they've got. Palacios is drowning on the left. Anthony Robinson's having to come up and play kind of left wing as well. You know, we're not having the same thing on the right. Castagna got the assist. But again, you know, a back four of like Calvin Bassey, Timothy Castagna, Cuenca, and Anthony Robinson. I know I rate Robinson, but that is a meaty back four. A midfield of Iwobi, Berg, and Josh King. Again, couple good players in there, but That's a meaty midfield. So 2-1 up, and it's like it's fine, but it's beatable, bro. It's like, yeah, very, very beatable. 2 yellow cards for Colwell and Lavia. And just right now, even the bench is looking like, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. They're 2-1 up in it. You seen it? Yeah, bro. The balls go straight through him, blood. Straight through him. Nick, the worst team that Chelsea faces United. We like transition and we have good quality attack. I mean, didn't see it against Hull. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. Jerry, because your attack's looking like a hologram. We're gonna have hologram attack from United and hologram goalkeeping from Sanchez, bro. So it's just hologram squared, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And no matter what the result is, Rance is gonna tell us all that he told us. Do you know what I'm saying? Rance knew it all along. So I don't know, bro. I really don't know. On your day, I know what you're saying, but I don't think that you man are going to play that transition football as much. I don't think you're going to get, if you get the opportunities, I think there's a good chance you lot have better results against big six teams. Maybe that's what you're saying about Chelsea than you have against lower teams. Because yeah, you man are not gonna be able to break down low blocks. Last year and the year before that, people were attacking you, so they didn't rate you. I've said this. I've seen it with Arsenal. I saw us go from a team that no one respected. We'd have all sorts of teams come to Arsenal and try and play us because we were finishing 8th. We were just above a mid-table team. But then once we started hitting 4th and then 2nd, and the football got better, it was just more and more and more low blocks. And I don't think you guys got the players to unlock and low block. I don't think you have the players, and I don't think you've got the mentality either. Your main creative outlet is Bruno, and Nick, it's Rico Lewis as well. It's not even Nico Lewis, it's Rico Lewis and Oscar Bob. But yeah, I can see why you get them mixed up. They both came through at the same time at City. Transition is natural for us. If you have Bruno by default, it's transition. Now, but it's not though, because if you are playing at home and you're playing who's in the table? I'm trying to think. You're playing at home and you are playing a Ipswich. There's no transition. Ipswich is going to camp 6 people in their box, maybe 1 or 2 strikers that's going to chase you down, and the other 2 or 3 players are just going to be protecting the back 4. And that's it. There's not going to be any opportunity for transition. And with your only creative outlet being Bruno, I just think Bruno also don't have the mentality for it because it requires a lot of patience and it requires a lot of wave after wave after wave of attack. It requires you. There'll be times when he puts a perfect cross in and the number 9 just misses it, and you have to not get angry and go, "Come on, unlucky. Let's go again." It gets fucking annoying just to keep doing it and keep doing it. I don't think he's got the mentality for that. But yeah, against big 6 teams, I think you'll probably have a better record. But when the season's ended, you might have taken more points from the big 6 than you take from the big 6 traditional big 5 that are not United than the bottom 5. Do you know what I mean? Or it might be close. Yeah, we're going to shoot the show when Shane's back, the weekly podcast, boxing, the football, and like I say, we've got something kind of an announcement video to make, which hopefully you guys like. Do you know what I mean? It's good. Like I say, all it means is more content and different content, not less content. Nothing gets replaced. Everything's going to stay the same. We're just going to be adding to it. But the direction that we take it, why for that? I want, you know what I mean, you man to be involved in that conversation as well. Bro, if Palacios comes out for this second half, bro, I feel like you might need a Smith Rowe, you might need a Sessegnon, but their bench is shit, bro. Their team is shit, bro. Even though they're losing only 2-1 to Chelsea, it's like this is looking like a relegation side. Harrison Reed, Rodrigo Muniz, Ryan Sessegnon, and Emil Smith-Rowe. To change the game, those are your options to change the game. Those are your options. Nah, it shouldn't mean less content. Shouldn't mean less content. Still should be. We'll be live every Monday. We're recovering the game. We're doing a weekly wrap up. We'll have the podcast coming out, and I'll be live on the weekends for the football and for the boxing. So that already this season, the season just started this week. We're already doing way more content than we used to do. Like last season, we've been live for the Arsenal game, live for the Hull game, live for this game. So you know what I mean, and then obviously live for the boxing as well. Next weekend, let me check the next. Let me check the fixtures for next weekend. Friday Night Palace. Don't know if I'm going to go live for that. Probably go live early for the 12:30 Liverpool versus Forest. Any Saturday evening games? Saturday evening is Spurs Newcastle. Might go live for that. Arsenal play Monday the 31st. Will definitely be live for that game. Sunday 4:30 Man United Ipswich will probably be live for that. So next weekend again, I'm aiming to go live 3 or 4 times. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. In an ideal world, I might even go live on a Friday, you know, for that Palace versus what. There's a world where we go live this week. 1, 2, 3. Might skip Chelsea Brighton 4, 5 times plus the boxing. There's a world where we go live 6 times this coming week. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're grinding, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to get for my plans for the channel, for my real plans to take this whole thing to the next level. We need 5K. That's what we need. The 5K takes us to the next level. Do you know what I'm saying? We saying Kenji, what's good? What's good? What's good? Is anyone missing from this Fulham team, or is this really like all Fulham have got? Is this it? This is what they got. Because this is it's just a stinky team, bro. I can't see. If Fulham look like they could get relegated, bro. Eating food and watching the game, been decent to be fair. Yeah, bro, I predicted 3-1 Chelsea. Chelsea's defense just look like they can get gotten at them. Chelsea's defense, if anybody wants to get at them, if I'm looking at the league table, yeah, and I'm not even talking about like top teams. If I'm looking at the league table, I think Brentford can get something against Chelsea. I think City get something against Chelsea. Arsenal get something against Chelsea. Brighton and Everton, I'm not so sure. Liverpool can get something against Chelsea. Newcastle beat Chelsea. I think Newcastle will beat Chelsea. Fulham will beat Chelsea. I think Sunderland gets something from Chelsea. I think Spurs potentially get something from Chelsea. All the teams that get at this back five, are getting something from that. All the teams that get at them are getting something from that, bro. Because I just couldn't see them challenging. I had Chelsea maybe making it top 4. I had Chelsea 4th or 5th in my predictions, but I think they'll score goals. But they're going to concede so many goals. They're going to concede so many goals. Their back 6 is shit, bro. And they need a new goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper's pants, bro. It's true it's one game a week, yeah. But like obviously they got to sort out this this Enzo Fernandez situation. Caicedo's carrying a knock apparently, but then you've got Lavia and Reece James who are both injury prone. So there's a world where if you get out their back 3, you're scoring. If you get out their back 3, you're scoring because Robert Sanchez is toilet. So you're relying on Lavia and James. And Enzo's on his way out. He's either going to play shit or leave. And then it's going to be Reece James, Lavia, and Caicedo to do all the protection. That's horrible, bro. That's horrible. But I'm saying, what differences is it going to make to their strongest lineup? Who's their strongest 11? What difference would it make? Everyone back. Who's their strongest 11? Okay, you put Caicedo in there for Lavia. Who do I think is stronger, Chelsea or United? United's lost Casemiro. Maybe just about United. Just. I think it's close. I think it's like 4th and 5th. Enzo, if he stays, Reece James got to play centre back. He can't play right wing back. He'll just get injured. He'll literally just get injured if he plays right wing back. United's defense is worse. Yeah. Is the defense worse? Yeah. Yeah, but no. But yeah, kinda. Yeah. It's just Luke Shaw, bro. Just play Dorgu left back, bro. Just honestly, until you man get a left back. Did you not see Schmeichel? This is something Lex. If Lex jumps on, I'm going to discuss this with Lex. Did you not see Schmeichel yesterday talking to Newcastle's new manager in the post game for Sky Sports? It wasn't even for Sky Sports. It's for a different broadcaster. Maguire is not shit. This is why I'm going to disagree with you. Maguire is one of Man United's best players. He's not actually shit. Kenji, who do you support? Chelsea or United? Nah, big man Ting Maguire's not shit. I've been saying this for like 3 years. He's not shit, bro. Maguire is misprofiled, and you lot tried to get him doing jobs that he can't do. Against Hull, he made one mistake. He made one mistake. So I hear you. But Maguire stopped most of the crosses. He's the only centre back they've got who's got any aerial ability. I wouldn't take him because he wouldn't fit Arsenal's style of play. But that doesn't mean he's shit. There are different styles of play in it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Maguire is solid. He's been a scapegoat for a lot, bro. He's not a modern centre back. I hear you. But then sell him then. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't fit you lot style of play, but he's not shit. But shit means a player is shit. I don't see who's shit. I don't see Mazraoui leaving United and going to any other team in the Prem and batting it up. No way. But I could see Maguire leaving United and going and playing in another team in England and being a cold centre-back. If Maguire went and played for Newcastle under Eddie Howe, he would have been good in that back three or in that back four. 100%. If you had Maguire on the right centre-back, Dan Burn left centre-back, Lewis Hall left back, Livramento or someone right back, you're cooking. You're actually cooking. But you lot are buying centre-backs that don't really play football and then trying to get him to play football. It's long. Maguire's not good. I'm not saying he's good, but he's not shit. Like, I think he's got more shit. Maguire's going to be remembered. James Rodriguez is always the example I use. James Rodriguez is remembered for being better than he actually was. He wasn't that great. Adel Tarab is another one. Me and AT argue about this all the time. Adel Tarab is remembered as better than he deserves to be. Maguire is going to be remembered as worse than what he actually even is in his life. He's not as bad as people are going to remember it for. Because he's had them kind of high-profile mistakes and stuff like that. I get it. Like, obviously, you know what it is with you lot and Maguire as well. He was there when you lot were down, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Harry Maguire is like your first baby mum. Do you know what I'm saying? The first baby mum's always an experiment, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she's with you on a mattress on the floor when you're broke. So she's never buff. But after you get money and you get yourself in shape and you get Invisalign and that, your second or third baby mum's always buffer than your first baby mum, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? The first baby mum's a bit of an experiment thing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the Christian Rock baby mum, blood. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Maguire's your first baby mum, blood. Do you know what I mean? Maguire was just there during the hard times. So he's got all of the shit, blood, from when man were finishing and 17th and that. You look at him and just see 17th. Like, it's true, blood. It's true. Go look at any rapper or athlete. Look at their third baby mama. Look at their first baby mum, yeah? you'll see a difference. You know what I'm saying? That first baby mum looks like a Corsa. It's like an old school Corsa with one door a different color to the rest of the bodywork. You know what I'm saying? And then the third baby mum looks like a G-Wagon. Chelsea could be in. Good block. Oscar Bob picking the ball up. I'm so reluctant to compliment him because I know Ahmad's going to say Arsenal should sign him. But I like the way, one thing that Oscar Bob has got as well is he controls the pace of the game really well. He doesn't look, Chelsea might press him, but it's like, bro, you can press me. I'm not rushing. I'm going to play the game at my speed. And when you play like that, it just makes other people play at their speed. I've shown people videos of like, people that aren't into football, videos of like Sergio Busquets, and they think that like I'm lying, or they think it's like staged. When he drops the shoulder, people run straight past him. But that's what when you're able to do that, that's what can happen. Whereas when you look at like Iwobi's playing the 8 now, so he looks a little bit more composed. But when Iwobi is playing on the wing, he's very frantic. He gets the ball and he just rushes. Do you know what I mean? Oscar Bob coming forwards. And again, Fulham looking for a ball over the top. But Oscar Bob is just not as big and strong as Colwill. I don't even think he's faster than him. But even if Oscar Bob was faster than Colwill, it wouldn't make a difference because Colwill's so big and strong compared to Bob. You're going to struggle to like, what you're asking Bob to do is run, full pelt, control the ball, and hold someone off all at the same time. It's really difficult when you to get someone to do that. Cole Palmer went for a shot and it went wide, but he's claiming something. I don't know if he's claiming a handball or if he's claiming a foul, or I think he's just claiming a corner. But I don't think he's going to get it. And again, was that Palacios up top? Who was that up top? Number 7. Who was that up top? They've gone long to that number 7. It was Garcia, Gonzalo Garcia. They've gone long to Garcia, and he's got a defender on him, and he just don't like the fact he's got a defender on him. Chelsea have let Cole Palmer go. Yeah, that's it. 3-1. It was poor defending because you could see he's going to overlap, and Fulham just didn't make the decision of like the defender that's standing with the ball. They didn't make the decision. Are we going to go with the overlap and run or not? I don't think that's on Leno. I think that's on the defenders. That's on the defenders. And this is pretty much, from an attacking perspective, perfect for Chelsea. All three of their attackers have scored. One for Cole, one for Rodgers, one for Pedro. But that defense can be gotten at for sure. Pedro just onside. Really intelligent run. Long from Sanchez. Flick over the top. Number 4 takes forever to go with him. Forever to go with him. You got a bit, and it's Sander Berg is the 16. Isn't that Sander Berg? It is. It's Sander Berg that's holding them up. Through the legs of Bernd Leno. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Fulham's defending been horrible, bro. Fulham, they're not even their defenders, bro. Where was Calvin Bassey? Where was Calvin Bassey when that happened? Look at that. Palacios has just nutmegged. Palacios nutmegged. I don't even know who that is. One of the centre backs, and the centre back just held him. He just held him. You know, like that meme of like Superman holding, or the Superman's cape getting held. That's what it was like. Yeah, you nutmegged me because you're techie, but I'm just bigger and stronger than you. So here you go. Bang. I'm going to hold you. Now what? Anthony Robinson with Palacios there is genuinely, I predict this, write this down. Anthony Robinson is going to get some type of muscle injury before Christmas. Write that down. Because Anthony Robinson is playing 2 people's positions. Do you know how annoyed I would be if I'm Robinson? The ball's on. Look where Palacios is. Palacios is all the way playing football on the right-hand side of the pitch, and Anthony Robinson is all the way up at left wing. And when this attack breaks down, Anthony Robinson will sprint. Now Cole Palmer's got the ball. Anthony Robinson will sprint all the way back to left back, while Palacios stays up here in the attack doing fuck all. He's playing two people's positions. Good tackle. Don't mind that. The ref's giving that as a foul against Sander Berg. That's bang out of order. That's a great tackle. 40. Fucking hell. I got used they could have signed from the block. That's a brilliant tackle from 21. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. It's a brilliant tackle. Who was that? Timothy Castagna. That's a great tackle. But again, Timothy Castagna used to play for Leicester. Bro, you can see the difference between man that have played in England and man that ain't. Never a foul, but we take it. Yeah, it is what it is. Hato sold it. But you see, Timothy Castagna, that's the same Timothy Castagna used to play at Leicester, right? So he's played in the Premier League for years, blood. When you see man fly in and clamp someone, you're like, all right, cool. I know what you're on. Because even Zubamendi, when he never clamps anyone, he'll do like a little spiteful stamp or trip them up. But he ain't clamping them, bro. He's Spanish, isn't it? He ain't a Prem CM like that. Do you know what I mean? Nick Fulham is playing good football, but they just have full of shit players. Yeah. The shape, I've seen a lot of stuff from Arbeloa that I like. There's a lot of good stuff in there from Arbeloa, but they just lack quality. It's as simple as that. I predicted 3-1. If there's no more goals, my prediction was spot on. Should have put money on it. Because I looked at that back three or back five and said, blood, these men are conceding a goal. As shit and as blunt as the attack is, these men are conceding goals. I wish I had like a model to actually physically show you lot what I'm like looking at sometimes, but like on in football. Calvin Bassey's another one, bro. He's got this image that he's like really big and strong, and he is. He's a unit and he's strong, yeah. But as a football player, it's like, bruv, you're just not. Oh my god, Robert Sanchez, blood. Is that Palacios as well that scored? No, it's Garcia. Oh, bruv. Bro, I don't even know how to do a timer, bro. StreamYard don't let you do it, bro. Apparently I can do it, but it's like it's mad techie to do it and all kind of fucking bullshit. That's a shame. That's a Shane job. Shane's supposed to be on that. But it's Sanchez, bro. It's Sanchez, ball over the top, and the centre back just misses the ball. Who is that? Colwill. I've got to say, Colwill's not been good today. I'll be honest. Levi Colwill has not been good. Levi Colwill defending that ball in the air against Garcia. You got to be fucking cleaning that out 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. Or whoever he was up against. I don't know who he was up against, but he just let them wiggle off him. I think it was Josh King. Josh King's had a really good game against Colwill. A really good game against Colwill. Which shouldn't happen. It should not happen. Josh King is tiny. Look how small Josh King is compared to Levi Colwill. He's fucking tiny. He's tiny. You're letting him out jump you or hold you off. It's ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Lex, I've called this game pretty much spot on so far.
Yeah, I've got a shower to come down and see the school, man. Did my son score?
What, Cole?
Yeah, that's my son.
Yeah, he did. He did still. Fulham could be in again. Oh, that's a great turn from Oscar Bob. I'm not gonna lie, Ahmad. I'm feeling. I don't think Oscar Bob works for Arsenal. I don't think it's enough for Arsenal, but I think Oscar Bob deserves a move away from Fulham to a bigger and more attacking team. If Bournemouth are going to lose Krupi or Rayan, I think Oscar Bob to Bournemouth it could be something, because it looks to me like Fulham could be going down because they just look awful and their squad is so thin. But yeah, Cole Palmer scored, and then yeah, obviously it's 3-2 because what's it called? Oscar will ball out in Spain. Yeah, also he could ball out in Spain. He could Spain or Italy. I think he'd ball out for sure. Germany, the players are still quite big out in Germany.
So,
Josh King, I like a lot of what I've seen. Go on.
Nick, what's your assessment of Chelsea then? After seeing the other big six clubs, like they look like they've got a goal in them for me, but they also look a bit vulnerable. This keeper's rubbish
That's
as well.
exactly what I said. That front three is problems. That front three is really, really good, really tidy.
Yeah.
They're gonna have good days and bad days, but that front three, do you know what it is? That front three, there's enough there that like they don't all have to have a good day. I feel like with United's attack, multiple players have to be having a good day in order for a goal to happen. Whereas with these lot, Cole Palmer could just have a day where he scores 2 goals. They don't need all 3 of them to have a good day. So as long as one of them's on a good day, it's fine. But corner to the back post, Calvin Bassey trying to clear out the goalkeeper. But I said it straight away. I said that this midfield, I've never been a fan of Chelsea's midfield. Even when it's Enzo and Caicedo, I just not a big fan of the two in the midfield. They're going to get overrun a lot. And their defense, I think, is fucking toilet, mate. I think it's crap.
Yeah.
Their defense is awful. And the keeper's awful. The keeper's awful.
Onana part 2, mate. Onana part 2. That first
goal. Yeah. The difference is with Onana, like, he came in with a reputation that, like, you can play the ball at feet and he can do some other stuff. Robert Sanchez, we know he can't do that. Like, Robert Sanchez, like, we know he can't do anything during. And I just think that whole unit of Cole that maybe they'll look better when the midfielders are back because Reece James can slot in there. But if Reece James or Lavia pick up injuries, which they probably will at some point, then there's problems. I just don't know about the squad. I don't know about the squad because where did Chelsea finish last year?
I think they finished 8th. 80. Where did you finish? About 8th.
But they got no European football, have they?
Yeah, so I think that's 8th. Do you know what it feels like with Chelsea? It feels like Todd Bowley or whoever is playing Football Manager and they're just buying their favourite players.
Yeah.
And not thinking about defence or anything like that. They're just like, he's good, I want him. Do you know what I mean? He's going to make this statement signing.
Around the world, you can't say you told me about Garcia. Garcia's played fucking shit all game, bro. He had one header and Robert Sanchez was on the floor. He headed it into an open goal. Now, Nick, I disagree. I think playing Fulham early is good. These men will gel and be a top 8 team soon. Yeah, exactly. I don't see it. Fulham's squad is too thin. Fulham's squad is way too thin. You lot's defense is really shit, and so
they lost Wilson as well, didn't they? Was it Wilson?
Yeah, he went to Leeds.
He's big for them.
Yeah, he had a big season for them last season, but he's still kind of shit. But yeah, he had a good season last year.
Yeah, I should put Palmer in my fantasy team, but I fell to the Haaland trap.
Haaland just looks uninterested. Haaland and Bruno just look like they both look uninterested. They both look like they're past it, they're beyond it, and they're ready. Do you know how they look? They look like, you know, when man have handed in their notice at work and they're working their garden leave. That's what they look like.
I thought Bruno looked tired. You could see it around his eyes. He looked tired, man.
Tired from what?
I don't know what he's been up to.
I don't know about tired, bro. My team's full of ballers that played more football than Bruno last year. So I don't know. I don't know
about like, minutes wise. I don't know.
Minutes wise.
Yeah,
Bruno. We played 60 games, my brother.
I know, but I bet it's close because he played 38 games and played every minute. I bet it's close.
We can have a look. Let's be real. Free max weeks gimmick. Fantasy is a free. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. So I never stick with it.
I finished in the top 10,000 last year.
Oh, what, for the country?
The world.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I never finish it. I'm gonna look up Bruno Fernandes's minutes last season because I think Declan Rice played an insane amount of minutes.
I think Declan Rice played more. I think Declan Rice definitely played more.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting him up against.
Yeah.
And Declan Rice ain't tired, huh?
Yeah, but he's a lot younger, isn't he?
Fulham, please. Come on, Fulham. Oscar Bob trying to be someone.
Problem is, Nick, Chelsea are going to win because you Arsenal man have had too much fun this weekend, and the football karma's
Football
going to say,
gods.
"Now we can't have Chelsea lose as well. That's too much fun for anybody for one weekend."
But I mean, they're at the moment they're surviving a 3-2 against Fulham. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like Fulham will gel and Fulham might get better, but for me, their squad is too thin. And when they come up against good managers, Xavi Alonso, he should be a good manager, but when they come up against good managers, they're going to be able to be outthought because it's going to be too predictable. Do you know what I'm saying? When you're coming up against a fully fit Chelsea with Fofana in there, Caicedo, Enzo, there's a few things they could do. So you might have to think twice when you're setting up your team. Fulham can only do one thing. Fulham can only do one thing. The squad's not deep enough. Right now, their bench, I think I read it out before, their bench is Harris from attackers. They've got Rodrigo Muniz, Ryan Sessegnon, or Emil Smith-Rowe. That's it.
Yeah, it's poor.
It's poor. No,
They
who's coming on?
They could be in a bit. They could be in a bit of trouble, you know.
That's what me and Amad Diallo was saying. It could be a relegation team. Do you know what I mean? I think that this 3-2 win, the gloss could come off of it. Because you know what I mean? Fulham in the relegation battle, the gloss could come off this a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they could be down there. I hate to say, because as you know, the family-in-law or Palace, I think they could be in a little bit of trouble as well. Because Mateta and Sarr both refusing. Villa, as crazy as it sounds, I wouldn't put Villa a million miles away from it. And then Coventry are in it as well. I think Ipswich could sneaky stay up somehow.
Yeah, I think Ipswich could stay up. Hull obviously looking good.
Stop it.
They are, Harry Wilson's gone to Leeds around the world. He went to Leeds in the summer. So
yeah,
he's not there anymore. Jimenez isn't there anymore. It was Jimenez still there, but injured.
Yeah,
Villa
could
could finish
the head
around.
injury.
Oh yeah. Ahmad said Villa could finish around 13th, conceding 2 goals. Yeah, hey, this is it. This is what I'm saying. These men have conceded 2 goals to a team that's playing Iwobi in the midfield. Their double pivot is Iwobi and Sander Berg. And again,
Enzo's staying, isn't he? Because they put the deadline on last Friday, right?
Yeah, well, we're not sure if he's definitely staying. We're not sure what's happening with that deadline, but yeah, it looks like as it stands, he's probably going to stay. But his relationship's not going to be the same. His output and performance isn't going to be the same.
No.
But, I mean, the fans already don't like him. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, the Ollie Watkins stuff is bananas, man. I'm glad Emery called him out like a chump, called him out like a sucker.
Mr. Silence himself, man,
yeah.
like Mr. Silence.
He's like, ask him, mate. Ask him.
I love how sassy he's getting.
Yeah.
On comes Enzo, and I think Pedro Neto coming on as well.
Yeah, the problem is it's probably the end of that that Villa, cycle, because he'll go when they start to lose a few games, and he'd either get asked to leave or he'll leave, one of the two. And he'll go somewhere else and he'll start it. So it's a little bit. That's why he's being sassy. He's a little bit salty about it because he was in a great position. Like it's frustrating with the PSR and all that stuff, but they were still producing it.
AT said Enzo's getting booed by the fans. I can imagine that. I don't know why. He's a racist, isn't it? You man should all be brethren, really. But football's a funny old game, isn't it? Funny old game. And then who is coming on? Is Tete coming on for Fulham? Because if that is Tete coming on, then that's just ugly. Do you know what I mean? No, it's going to be Shea Charles, I think. Is that Shea Charles? Who's a youngster who might be coming on for Fulham.
Yeah, this Fulham team's bad.
It's so many of these teams have just been like pulled apart. Do you know what I mean? But for teams that want to be competitive, your Villa's a bad example because Villa fans knew how good they were. But a lot of other teams, your Forests, your Fulhams, I don't want to sound arrogant because I support Arsenal, but like, you never know a good thing till it's gone. Do you know what I mean? They had this team with Iwobi, Smith-Rowe, Harry Wilson, and it was like, we can go levels above this. And then now you look back and you go, actually, It's tough.
Forest aren't. I don't think Forest look great either. I know it's only one game, but they didn't look convincing. Yeah, I think Arsenal are two tiers above everybody else, and then there's a little tier with the Manchester clubs and Liverpool and Chelsea, and then I think Brentford potentially might be in that group or just below where they can really cause an upset with Brighton.
Yeah.
And then there's a little group below that who are just you could easily slip into the dogfight.
I mean, do you have you guys as the tier above Chelsea?
I think there's a group of
Or do you have
Manchester
Chelsea?
United,
Yeah.
Manchester City, Chelsea, Spurs potentially, where some days like we might even beat you guys, for example, and you're like, yeah, and then other days they're going to lose to Hull, they're going to lose to. Do you know what I mean? We just like you're not serious. I think there'll be that gap. Like I was in a group chat. I was in loads of group chats, but I was in one with a former school friends, not school as in like when I was a kid, as in school, working in schools. And there's a lot of football fans in there, and everyone's expecting Arsenal to win the title by 15 plus points this year.
Yeah, I mean,
it should be.
I mean, the expectation is also that we win multiple trophies, so I'm not bothered if we can win the league by 1 point. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? If because it might be that we have to rotate players or rest players or whatever and focus on other competitions come the back end of the season. So we'll see.
You're the clear dominant team, though. So it's not all of that talk about it won't work with without the corners and all that stuff. Like that's gone down the toilet.
We've scored 6 goals all from open play, so
it's gone down the toilet. So
not bothered. And one of those games against Man City as well, which is good. I know it's a pre-season Community Shield, but it's good level opposition. So I'm not bothered. And we've got players to come back, and we've got players to come in. We've got Saliba out. Konsa has just signed. So we were playing with Mosquera, who's probably our 3rd or 4th choice centre back. Timber's to come back. Saliba's to come back. When Martinelli goes, we're going to bring in another winger, and it looks like potentially Julian Alvarez if a lot of things go our way. So I'm very happy. That's a great touch from. I feel like that might have been Josh King, and again Palacios comes across, and he's just not strong enough. You know what? Fulham need some athleticism. Do you know who Fulham need? And again, they had it. Look, Lacroix has been decent, huh?
Go on, say. I said, go on.
They actually need a Adama Traore because Josh King. They just need some physicality, Lex. Every time they play, they're playing some nice passes in behind. Josh King, Oscar Bob, Palacio. They're just weak. They're small. All these guys are like my size. They're like 5'8", 5'9", and they look visually. Saka's like 5'11". So even though Saka's not as strong as.
Is he 5'11"? He doesn't look that tall.
Saka, I've seen Saka in real life. He's nearly 6 foot. Nick's going to the extreme now. Garcia is strong still. I didn't mention Garcia. Garcia's playing in the 9. I didn't mention Garcia. This is what I'm saying. I didn't mention Garcia. I mentioned it's the team behind that. Because Garcia's playing in the 9, and then the 3 behind him have no physicality. When they're playing the ball in behind to Josh King or Palacios, and they're running onto it, all Lacroix or Colwell have to do is step across them. Once they step across them, their bodies, they can't get the ball. They just cannot get the ball. They're just. Do you know what I mean? If that's Saka, he can be he's a little bit physical. He can just do a little bit more. And maybe Adama Traore is a bad example. But if that's Jared Bowen, let's say, he can front up a bit more to he can get a bit more
coming
physical.
On. Huh? Sessegnon's coming on.
Yeah. They lack physicality. Even whole players beat us in every physical contact. 100, bro. It's about this is it. When people say football's about physicality now, it's winning duels. That's what a lot of it is about, winning duels.
Mm-hmm.
And they're losing every single one of those duels. I just thought of Adama because he actually used to be there. That's the only reason I said his name.
It's becoming more American like that, isn't it? More statistical of who's winning duels and who's winning 100%. Second balls and stuff like that.
Money
physicality. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Bowen stayed with West Ham, so he's in the Championship right now.
Yeah. I hope my son signs next summer, Nick. I'm going to call Sir Jim and tell him no penny pinching. I want him to be the new number 10 next year.
Why do you want him so bad? Like, just run that by me.
I just think
what question, Nick? Sorry, I might ask a question. Nick, which ex-player, current pundit from Arsenal and United, the most you hate?
I was gonna say you like. He's gone straight.
I thought that as well. Ex United pundit I don't like, probably Gary Neville. Because Gary Neville's gotten so famous, because he's gotten, the brand of Gary Neville is bigger than Gary Neville himself, if that makes sense. If you were new to football, you'd never watched football before, and you started watching football now and watching Sky Sports, you would assume that Gary was like a big football legend. And he isn't. Or he was like a big... I don't count Ferdinand as a pundit. Ferdinand's a YouTuber.
Gary Neville and Beckham should switch status.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? 100%. This one, you'd think that Gary Neville was like a top player, or like a top 15 player of all time in the Premier League or something. Oh, Fulham, very close. Very close. And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Josh King has to wiggle away from players and try and get into space. And that's what he's able to do there, just get into that space. Because if he's even within a yard of Lacroix, he's probably got to get that on target, you know? He's even got the space to take another... He's actually got the space to take another touch into the box and create a bit of an easier angle for himself. If this ends 3-3, this is a big L for Chelsea if it ends 3-3. But there's a lot of changes coming in for Fulham. And I think maybe some of these changes might be coming at the wrong time, to be honest. But there you go.
Man like Kevin,
you know. Roy Keane. No, I like Roy Keane. Roy Keane's probably my favourite of the Man United.
Stop the crosses.
What's that?
You seen that clip, Nick?
Nah.
He's on the overlap, and he was talking about Gary came to him, and he was having issues in his relationships, and he was saying he was down, and he was like, "Yeah, that's all well and good, but that doesn't mean that you can't stop a cross."
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I'll find it. It's very
facts, because in any other job, I know football's high pressure, but that's what you get paid for. In any other job, they don't give a shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I see man's mum die, and they say, "Oh, I'm really sorry for you, man." So about that project that's due on Monday, man, don't give a fuck about your situation. I don't care about that.
Yeah, well, we say, oh, because you're having relationships trouble doesn't mean you can't close down a cross.
It's true, though.
Yeah,
the question was about pundits. The question around the world. The question was about pundits. Ryan Giggs is not a pundit. I don't like Ryan Giggs. I don't like... Scholes might be another one. I mean, Scholes, again, is kind of a YouTuber.
Scholes is just a weirdo. Scholes is a
very odd character. But to be fair, all of the United legends are weirdos. Like, they're all strange. All of them. Did you see...
I don't think Bex is. Bex is.
I mean, Bex has got certain allegations against him. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have to talk about that. But did you see Schmeichel? This is what I wanted to ask you. Did you see Schmeichel yesterday? Fucking idiot, potentially ruining any chance of you guys getting Lewis Hall. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
You did, yeah?
Yeah.
For those of you that didn't see, Schmeichel is interviewing the Newcastle manager post-game and says to him, "We, Manchester United, are after your left back." And obviously the Newcastle manager said, "No chance. No, absolutely not, under no circumstances." So now, why is look at Reece James. Reece James is actually one of them. I'm not going to say the term, but he's one of them. Reece James is a fassy. He's a big baby, bro. He is a big baby. Tell me Fulham scored.
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
I'll save you the pain. There's a bit of is it? Yeah, big dive. Bassey dives bad. It's terrible dive. It's a terrible dive.
I think he's one of the most overrated players. But like, I know he's not really overrated because he's not rated that high. But like, yeah, I don't know. In terms of what Arsenal pundits do I not like? All Fulham in the box. I mean, I already know the score. Just lacking a bit of quality. Oh yeah, see. To be fair, I can see why he's dived there, because if it works, yeah, Yeah. Cole Palmer's laughing at him.
Yeah, he laughed at him. Watch when you see the replay of the second angle.
He's got to try it. He's got to try that. That's intelligent from Enzo. He knows he's going over. And pulls out of the challenge. Martin Keown chats the most BS. You're probably right that Martin Keown chats the most BS. However, he chats the most BS always in favor of Arsenal. So as an Arsenal fan, I can never dislike him because he's so biased. So I can see why you lot. Yeah, and Ahmad said I despise Martin Keown. I hear you. For us, I'm never going to feel that way because Martin Keown says everything that an Arsenal fan would say. Like he would say stuff like it's not Arsenal's prem to lose. Everyone starts on 0 points. We're just another team. Let's see what happens. But he's gonna say shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's proper like, so I can't dislike him.
I'll take your Martin Keown and I'll raise you to a Lee Dixon.
No, Lee Dixon. Yeah, no. See, that's bad punditry. Lee Dixon is actually a bad pundit. Like he's actually a bad pundit. Lee Dixon's horrible. I was watching the World Cup and I had to turn him off. I had to mute him because it was that bad. Yeah. Anthony Robinson. Oh, Anthony Robinson.
Yeah, that's what I gasped about, Nick. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Chelsea are on fraud watch. They're gonna win.
Yeah.
But
this is not convincing at all.
Anthony Robinson's playing two people's positions, bro. Henry's the best pundit you've ever seen. Do you know why? Because he's from the school of Wenger, my bro. You see that tree of management that comes from different people. Mourinho's got a tree, Pep's got a tree, Wenger's got a tree, and Sir Alex has got a tree. Alex's tree is terrible. There's a bunch of podcasters and weirdos, bruv. It's weirdos. All of them. They're all weird. That whole class of 96, that whole crop are weird. Other than Bex, the rest of them are weird. And even Bex, he might be weird, but we just don't know how weird he is. But the rest of them man are all weird. Scholes, Giggs, Nicky Butt. It's a bit unfair, but by association, I'm throwing Solskjaer in there.
No, Ollie's fine. No, you're not putting Ollie in there. Ollie's fine. Ollie is absolutely fine.
I remember Ronaldo in it. Ronaldo certified.
Ronaldo's not in there.
Ronaldo's the worst. He's the weirdest of all of them. He's the weirdest. Objectively, from a psychological perspective, they all go to therapy. Ronaldo has the most wrong with him mentally.
But that's not a United thing. I think that's his. When you see United,
I'm just telling you, he's part of that crop. He's part of that. He's one of you. He's not one of us. He's one of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Rio chatting like a fucking 15-year-old when he's like 50, bro. Like it's just even Ahmad said Ronaldo's a weirdo, bro. He is, bro. He's a legend. And he's one of the greatest players ever. But he's weird, bro. He's weird, bro. Rio's terrible. Rio, the players don't even like him. Do you know what I mean? Like you can tell, like, do you know what I'm saying? Can you ever see that? When he's like walking up to people, dapping them up, like
Evra's the man, but he's weird as well. But he's the man.
Evra is weird, but he's not the man though. He's only the man to you lot. Evra's licking raw chickens and that. Evra's weird, super weird.
Legend, man.
Did you see? Did you see the video of Chicharito and Rio were talking about Haaland?
No,
bro. That's what I'm saying about.
He's bringing on now. He's just little Ute. Oh, he's gone back to the bench. Someone for Chelsea, some little Ute. I think Cole Palmer's hurt. Is he hurt, or are they just saying he's man of the match?
He did have a little knock, but I think he'll be all right.
This is my only thing about signing my son. He's a little bit fragile, man.
Why do you keep calling him your son, bro?
He's
some fucking Lil Wayne shit, bro.
No, not like that. No. Listen to that. He's not my son like that. He's one of us mixed brothers, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
What about Dwight York? I have no thoughts or feelings about Dwight York whatsoever.
Andy Cole's not weird. Andy Cole's not weird.
Andy Cole's cool. Paul Scholes licking his daughter's toes. They are all weird, bro.
No, he didn't lick. He sucked, bro. He sucked her toes.
And then I haven't even updated the score on the thing. And then Chicharito was sitting with Rio, and he was saying like, "What do you think of Haaland?" Because obviously, like, you used to do like a lot of movements and stuff. And he was like, Haaland's okay. Like he does the first movements, but I feel like he should do the second movements. Like he should make the move and then drop back and then make the move again, like I used to. I was like, bro, Bro, Chikorito's a good striker, yeah, but Haaland's next level to you, bro. Like I know Chikorito's like borderline a legend. So like current, it just look down upon if like current players talk down on legends, but it's like, bro, allow it, bro.
He was never a star. He was never a star.
Yeah, like so you weren't like that. Like
He's a
you were
superstar,
cool.
bro.
You were cool, but you weren't like some of these United man because they won loads of trophies. Like I've seen clips of like Anderson.
They changed
I've seen
history,
clips of like Anderson and stuff talking like he was cold. Like, bro, stop, bro. Like you had a good season. You had one or two good seasons.
Two good
seasons, and then you were always injured. Like, don't move like you would die.
Was off.
Do you know what I mean? You're just moving like you're something that you just ain't, bro. Zestival coming, man said Zestival, you know, mad too. But yeah, that United crop is weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It's all the winning, mate. All the winning.
Nah, I don't think it's that still.
It's the winning, bro. It's the winning.
I don't think it is that, bro. I don't think so. You know Mo from work.
Yeah, but hang on a sec. That's why Keown and Dixon are just bitter. They just come across bitter, whereas the United guys come across delusional.
I don't feel like Keown comes across bitter. I feel like Keown just comes across like an Arsenal fan. Like Dixon don't even seem like an Arsenal fan. Dixon don't even seem like an Arsenal fan. Keown is just like an Arsenal fan, bro.
Nah, he's a waste, man. I got no time for Keown. He's a waste, man.
I love my Keown. I love him, bro.
Absolute waste, man.
Love him, bro.
I tell you who's good. Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney's fine.
Wayne Rooney's really good. Wayne Rooney's good. But do you know why?
Why?
Scouser, really.
Still grew up at United.
Scouser, though. Because you know who else is all right? Owen Hargreaves.
Nah, Hargreaves is a waste, man. He's a waste, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
He's funny, you know, because he's one of them. Like Schmeichel, low key gets away with it because he was so great. But he's another one. Like Owen Hargreaves went to City and he keeps saying we. And
yeah.
You pagan, bro. What are you chatting about? We. You pagan, man. And there's no we in it, man. There's no we in it. We. This guy, man. Schmeichel gets away with it because he was old when he went to City and they weren't anything. But yeah, we're not having it. I remember when Owen Hargreaves scored for City in the reserves and he celebrated like it was the cup final, bro. In the reserves. This guy.
What are you saying?
Oh, go on.
How's the weather out there?
It's lit still. How's the weather in England?
I barely left the house today. I can't even lie.
What about the last couple of days?
It's shy. It's sunny,
right.
Shane.
Let's get back to normal still. Get back to normal.
Cool, man. I didn't even watch the game. How's the game?
Fulham could be in. Chelsea's I predicted at the beginning of the game, Chelsea's going to win 3-1 and they're going to score goals but look defensively very vulnerable. And it's currently 3-2, but pretty much as expected. Their defense, I think United might bot these lot. Their defense just looks... Any team that gets at them, your Bournemouths and Brentfords and Brightons are beating or taking points off them this season.
I don't know if Bournemouth is the same team that they were last season, but looking at Chelsea's team, I said that Chelsea's team will do well because they got good players. But I ain't watched them, but they controlled the game through the midfield or no?
No, but they ain't got Enzo or Caicedo playing before. They have Enzo on now, but they started with James and Lavia. So
so they're gonna struggle. When Enzo and Caicedo is back, you probably see a bit more protection for the defense, but they do need protection in the defense. And probably when Enzo and Caicedo is back, James probably drops into defense as well. So that gives them a little bit more protection.
I still think that's looking meaty, bro. At the end of the day, these men have conceded 2 to Josh King and Iwobi. Iwobi's been playing in the 8, and Sanchez, and Robert Sanchez is possibly the worst goalkeeper in the league, bro. He's awful, bro. Both goals easily avoidable. You see, if I was a football player, I'd be telling my team, shoot at this goal. You ever played football? Shoot on sight. You ever played football and had the other team's got a shit keeper? You say, bro, just see this brother, just shoot him. The goal that they conceded, the shot went straight at him. I called it 2 minutes before. Everyone in the chat will tell you. Josh King hit a shot straight at him and he palmed it away. I was like, bro, shoot it. Huh?
F-Tex was like, United aren't buffing anyone. Bro, it's too early to say, bro. I think it's too early to... Anybody, the only team who you can put your hand on heart and say they're going to do business is Arsenal, bro. Because Arsenal's been doing the business over the last few seasons. There's
I
no
just think,
team you
I'm
can
just
hand on
saying,
heart say.
stylistically, any team that goes at Chelsea and maybe you have to go at them, it's just like fighting Amir Khan blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You are gonna have to get hit. You're gonna have to. But if you can take a couple licks, you can lick him down, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these men have played a shit, bro. Fulham is shit, bro. They're shit. Fulham has got Iwobi playing in the 8. Iwobi's playing in the 8, dictating the midfield. Iwobi and Sanderberg in the 8. That's ridiculous.
Sanderberg's a good player though.
But it's Sanderberg and Iwobi in the 8, bro. In the 8, bro.
But they don't have their midfield. They don't have their midfield.
I understand that. But even if we don't have my midfield and I have to start Marino and Zubamendi, we should still.
Yeah, but obviously you're the best team in the league. You can't compare. If you take the 2 best midfielders out of City, you take the 2 best midfielders out of Spurs, you take the 2 best midfielders out of United, you take the 2 best midfielders out of any team outside of Arsenal, they're gonna struggle, bro. They're gonna struggle.
Chelsea fans told me last season that Reece James was one of the best midfielders in the league. That's what they told me. So that's what they told me. That's what they told me.
I don't personally agree with that, but Caicedo and Enzo as a partnership are a much better midfield partnership than Lavia and James. This is facts, bro.
I hear you. I'm not arguing with you. I just still think when those players are back, for example, I watched United play and said United look shit. United have players to come in. Balaba's going to come in. This going to taking all that into consideration. I think that helps, but I still think you lot kind of look shit. Balaba's going to help, but you still kind of look shit.
I think, again, when people were talking about United, and this is probably where, I mean, Lex had a point when he last spoke, where he talked about people being tired, and obviously some players being leggy, but you have to look at the overall performance of players. So we know Caicedo at his best is one of the best midfielders in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not playing today. When we played against Hull the other day, Bruno Fernandes, by what anybody wants to say, at his best is one of the best cams in the league. If your players aren't playing at the level that they're supposed to play, no team outside of Arsenal can afford to drop their level and still win games. This strengthens your point, Nick, about the Premier League being competitive. If you're not at your best every week, there's a chance you're going to lose.
Correct.
If Chelsea aren't at their best this week and they're winning away from home, I think Chelsea can take pride in that, bro.
That's why I said Arsenal won the league in the most competitive era of all time, bro.
I don't know about that. Arsenal lost the league 3 consecutive seasons in the same way.
Yeah.
In the same way. They won the league because what would normally happen didn't happen, which was you normally get caught and you didn't have no one to chase you. That's what happened. And the same thing will happen this season. Arsenal go in front and no one will be good enough to chase them, so they will win the league. That's it.
I'm saying chill. The man never saying Nick, chill. What I'm saying is there are times when City and Liverpool are at their peak that they're smoking every bottom 7 team. Smoking some big 6 teams as well. So their top teams were better than our top teams because we don't just go through a season and smoke everybody. But in terms of competitiveness, we are seeing more top 6, big 6 teams, Champions League teams losing to bottom relegation sides. Wolves, who got relegated, took points off both of us last season. And one of us, which I think was us, was after they were already relegated. So even an already relegated side could still take points off the champions, which is not anything that we've ever seen before. Which you could say, if you want to say the champions are of lower quality, then you can make that argument. But the league across the whole 20 teams of the league, is it 4-4-2 Chelsea? Is it offside? No, it's offside. It's offside. Thank goodness.
We can make the argument. We can agree with the argument.
The big 6 are just not as good no more, bro. The thing is, I disagree because there's a good chance that the top 6 are going to be the big 6 again. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there's a very good chance.
There's a very good chance. But again, you're looking at it 2 different ways, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The big 6. I don't know how old you are and how long you've been watching football, but the big 6 is a recent thing, bro.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? That's only the last 15 years. Premier League's been going since 1992.
Less than 15 years, bro. There was times where you got to bear in mind, bro. There was times where Spurs were dead. Poch really gave Spurs any form of recognition at the top level.
Bro, there was
a
time when Aston Villa were considered the big four. Remember that, Lex?
Yeah, well, it used to be a big two. It just used to really be Arsenal and United because Liverpool weren't even really like that, and Chelsea didn't have the money yet. It was really always United and Arsenal.
Neither did City. Where City got their money when? What, 15 years ago?
09-ish. I think Chelsea got theirs in 04. So
but what I'm saying, AT saying Nick, when was the last time the league went to near 100 points? When you man don't understand your own arguments. I ask you guys all the time to give me the era of your favorite. When do you think football was at its best? When do you think the Premier League was at its best? Don't Google nothing. Don't chat GPT nothing. Just give me the years. And whenever you man give me the years, not Lex and Shane, but you man in the chat, it's always at times when man weren't winning the league by 100 points. Winning the league by 100 points means Man City were very good. By the way, they cheated, but let's park that for a second. Allegedly, I'm not a snitch. But if we take that away from anything else, if Arsenal win the league, what's 38 by 3? Quick maths. If Arsenal get 114 points, 114. If Arsenal get 114 points this year, that doesn't mean that the league is better. That means the league is worse. Because we are smoking, we are better, but that's not the league. I'm talking about the league. Back in the day in the 90s, when Man United are winning consistent trophies and they're playing the likes of your Boltons and these kind of things. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about legends, about Cantona and all this kind of man. Back in the day, football was more competitive. It was more competitive.
From 03 to for me 2007. That was what I would say when the league was. Because at that time you had a great Chelsea side.
I agree, Shane. I agree.
You had an invincible Arsenal side, and you had a great United side. And at that time, Liverpool still won the Champions League. People forget that. So
Liverpool came fourth. Liverpool won the Champions League. Yeah, best team in Europe, and got 60 points in the Premier League. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Arsenal got 90 points to win the league in 2004-05. Chelsea won the league on 95 points. The closest was Arsenal, 83 points. So, you know what I'm saying? Saying, well, who got 100 points? That means the league is weak. That means the league is weak.
I mean, that's not a good argument. Example for that is, do you remember when Juventus under Allegri and Bayern Munich, them man were winning the league every season by March, and they were on 100 and odd points. That league was not competitive, bro. Them man were winning the league in April and May.
That's why I think that it's not easier for PSG to win the league. I'm not saying that, but PSG, Dembele played 9 league games last year. There was a chart of all the minutes played. 12 league games. There was a chart of all the minutes played.
9, I think he only started 9.
There's a chart. I'll show you the thing of all the minutes played by Arsenal and PSG players, and Arsenal's players have played way more minutes because our league is more competitive. So if we've got Saka and Rice fit, we have to play Saka and Rice. We could be playing someone in the bottom 3, and we have to play Saka and Rice because we might lose or we might draw, and the league's competitive. Whereas in the French league, that's not the case.
I mean, as you said, the team that finished dead last was already relegated, and I think they beat you, or they picked up a point against you. That ain't happening in no other league, bro.
100%.
In no other league. But this season, I'm actually excited for this season because it is competitive. And I know Lex and I know Nick. Lex, for a fact, wasn't saying United are going to win the league this season.
Lex predicted you guys to draw 1-1 against Hull.
Any United fan who thought that we were going to win this league this season, they just don't know football, bro. Like, there was no way we were going to win the league. There was still too many holes. And I said to you, if you watched last week's, the show before the weekly prediction, I even said, I think we can finish second. But even if we finished 4th, I will take it. If United finished 4th this season, I'll take it. Because for me, that's some form of consistency. I will still take it. I know, Lex, you might disagree, but I'm taking it.
No, Champions League, top 5 for me. As long as we're Champions League, so we can run, keep building, that's fine.
I see what AT's saying. Bro, AT, your team. AT, all I'm saying is, bro, just make sure at the end of this season that your team has something to make you proud of, because last season you lot were in shatters. You lot finished 10th. Like,
but do you know what it is though?
At the end of the day, yeah. Last season, I didn't talk to certain people because I knew elephants couldn't beef with ants. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of ants talk. Elephants can't beef with ants, bro. You guys have no Champions League football, nothing.
Have you seen Lex's picture?
He's got Cole Palmer in his picture. I don't know why he's got that.
But in what kit? In what kit?
The United kit, but I don't know why.
But the worst thing is, yeah, the banter is, yeah, from a Chelsea perspective, you man bought Santos for 50 million from Chelsea's bench when they finished 10th. So if these man finish third and you want Cole Palmer, how much is that going to cost? How much is that going to cost?
I get what you're saying, but you also have to bear in mind that, like, for me, us buying Santos was more of a depth signing than an actual.
Don't make a difference. Don't make a difference.
It does make a difference. It does make a difference because how much did you lot pay for Norgard when you bought him?
12?
Is it 12 million?
I think so. Double check.
I thought it was at 25, but I could be wrong.
Yo, I've got to go and sort the dog out, guys. Yo, I hope you have a good holiday, Shane. And catch you guys later.
I'm not even on holiday, but love, bro.
15.
Right.
We bought him for 15. Safe.
How much you buy Eze for?
Eze might have been more like 50 or something.
Cool. Eze was worth it, by the way. Eze was worth it.
67 and a half.
Eze was worth it, so I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying Eze is a person who you bought him, he played for Crystal Palace, but he doesn't even start for you. He's a depth player. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to judge United based on
the difference the difference is when we bought Eze, you lot said to me last season what the strategy for your club was to take out the big six and then buy some of the top performing players in the league that were not in the big six. This is not you. I said you guys. This is what multiple Man United fans said to me. They said to me, if you take out the big six, Cunha is one of the most efficient attackers in the league, and Mbuemo is one of the most efficient attackers in the league. And so we take out the big six, and we're buying some of the league's best performers. And in the same way, if we take out the big six, Eze is one of the league's best performers in Crystal Palace as a 10. There are not many 10s that were doing what he's doing. But also, Eze was starting week in, week out for them and helping them win trophies. Whereas you lot bought someone from the bench. He's not even a starter at Chelsea. He wasn't even a starter at Chelsea. Chelsea finished 10th.
And here's why I feel like you're slightly missing what I'm saying. When we bought Mbuemo, when we bought Cunha, they went straight into our starting 11. This same summer, we bought Tielemans and Baleba. This same summer. So we bought two players who will play in the exact same position as Santos. The exact same position. We know that we already have Kobe Mainoo who's there as well. So when you calculate what we have, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not worried about us buying Santos because in that same summer, we bought two players who fit that description. I don't mind if we go off track and buy someone who's in the Prem, who's on the bench, because he's not going. We in the same summer, we still stuck to it, so I don't mind.
I think that Santos might start more games than you realize. Does it make sense?
He might start more games only if he's good enough to start more games. It's about options.
Because when you lot told me, your fans told me Tielemans is coming in to start and Santos is coming in to be an option, which is weird to spend. You can spend whatever you want on whoever you want, but it's interesting to spend 35 million on a starter, but to spend 48 million on a bench player that do the same role. Does that not seem strange?
They don't do the same role, and to further prove that is because as soon as we signed Santos first. If Santos was a starter, why would we then progress to sign two players after that? I don't see Arsenal go out and sign Gyökeres and then sign two strikers straight after that. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We signed two centre midfielders after we signed Santos. It's not like we signed Santos last. We signed Santos first. We signed him, and then we went and signed Tielemans, and we went and signed Baleba. There's in no world does Santos start ahead of Tielemans because Tielemans is a progressive midfielder who will score goals. Santos doesn't do that. In no world do you spend 75 million on Baleba and still start Santos. Also, you have to bear in mind that Carrick loves Kobe Manu. So for me, you are right. We will see Santos play more games, only if he deserves to play more games. Last season, we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that because there was games where Kobe Manu and Casemiro pretty much had to play every game because if they couldn't play, flipping Ugarte's playing. So we ain't playing Ugarte. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that we have even if you say Santos is playing, that means you got Kobe Manu on the bench. That's better than what we had last season, bro. To be fair, with you, Nick, yeah, I feel like because your team's actually good. You actually look at life from a very privileged perspective. Like you look at life from a very privileged perspective. Because and even when people say, "Oh, I glaze Arsenal," I don't actually glaze Arsenal. I just watch football. Arsenal are a good team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
I was asking the chat earlier whether they prefer more of that kind of hype gas content or whether they prefer more analytical content. They were saying both. I was asking them if we did some in real life IRL live streaming content, would they watch? They were saying as long as it's not too chaotic, because the streams with AB and that can get too chaotic and unwatchable sometimes. I was like, cool. But basically, a lot of them, I said we're gonna give them some updates on the plans. We're gonna shoot some updates and give them some updates on what we're doing. But basically, the man them said they're locking in with us regardless. So that was positive.
You man, stay tuned. You gotta understand that all of this is self-funded. And for the most part, a lot of you man have memberships that we don't even do anything to. You lot just do it after love. And we 100% at least for the next 6 months, you will see an uptake in everything that we do. So you obviously know we did a weekly football wrap up, like the weekly show, a podcast for football, podcast for boxing, and then we obviously go live for every boxing show, and you guys always tune in for that. You guys have been tuning in for the weekly Monday wrap up show that we've been doing, and then to add United and Arsenal lives to that, we're gonna be doing a schedule.
I said to them, Man City's playing at 8 on Friday. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but it's a good chance I do. Liverpool's playing 12:30 Saturday. Not saying I definitely do it, but there's a good chance that I do. The evening game is Spurs. And then Sunday, Man United. And then the following Monday, Arsenal. So it's like we could be live 4 or 5 times without even the boxing. So with the boxing, we might be live 6 times this weekend. And I say we loosely because it'll probably be me. But we'll be live.
I'll be live for the boxing and I'll be live for Arsenal. I'll be live for both of those.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean, the work rate's going to be there. Let's touch on this a little bit. Ahmad, we're not going to talk about Rowley now because we're going to do the boxing show, so I don't want to spoil that. We'll talk about that another time.
I'm in Barbados right now still. I'm in Barbados.
Nick, do you think Arsenal fans are comfy with rivals, etc? Are Arsenal obvious favourites? I think you've got to say so. Arsenal won the league last year, and we've added to that. The only player we might lose, we've lost Norgard, but we've replaced him with Bruno G. That's an upgrade. And we may lose Martinelli, and we would only lose Martinelli on the basis that an upgrade is coming in. So but other teams have lost like Rodri. We haven't, which is like really important.
We lost Casemiro.
You lot lost Casemiro, but you guys kind of replaced Casemiro. But people aren't really.
He's got 10 goals. He's our best player last season, or one of.
Well, I mean, Bruno got Player of the Year. Let's talk about Chelsea and Fulham, because for me, I just want to say I actually think not to shit on AT or Chelsea. I think Arbeloa really impressed me today, to be honest with you. I think if Arbeloa, if it doesn't go his way at Fulham, getting a 3-2 result, albeit I know the midfield was not their best midfield, but getting that result against a Chelsea side with that Fulham side that's lacking quality, it will be in the 8. I know Sanderberg's a good midfielder, but it will be in the 8. Josh King, who was good, Oscar Bob, young players.
And I'm looking forward to Oscar Bob this season still because he had a good World Cup.
Yeah, he looked really tidy today. Him and Josh King looked really good. The 2 players from Madrid, the 2 youngsters they've signed, didn't look great. Chelsea just I think Fulham played really well. I think Fulham played really, really well. I think Fulham won't come out of that the happier because obviously they've lost, but they'll take big confidence going forwards. I think. Go on.
So just something we didn't touch on as well, we're going to be filming the last set of OnlyFacts extra content within the next 2 weeks. Me and Nick have 2 episodes to film together. We're filming this week with Chris, and then we have one other person we're filming with. So obviously, shout out to CCP as well. He shot the first 2 episodes of us. So
yeah,
stay tuned for that as well.
But yeah, I think Arbeloa will be really. I think Arbeloa for me really impressive. Himanshu said first game of the season, fine with the result. We need to sort out a few deficiencies in defense. More than a few. That defense is there to be gotten at, and I'm telling you, I know what Shane's saying. When Caicedo is back in there and Enzo's back in there, when Enzo's back in there, we don't know what that relationship's going to look like. When Enzo got subbed on today, half the fans were booing him and half the fans were cheering him. So it's a messy relationship, and Enzo,
very much so.
Who knows what happens?
Caicedo's
just carrying a knock,
He
still wants to leave. He still wants to leave. So we can't bank on him being what he was before. But some of the long balls over the top, they're going over the top. And Josh King, who looks physically a lot smaller, a lot slimmer, he's managing to hold off Levi Colwill, spin him, and get in on goal. I'm like, this shouldn't be happening against you. You're playing 3 at the back, and you're still letting this youngster get beyond you. Any team that goes direct football and gets at Chelsea, for me, will take points off them.
I know why you said that, because I didn't watch the game. Now you said that, I understand why you said United, because they got Rashford, Cunha, and Mbeumo who all running behind. So now I understand why you said that. That
style with balls over the top, with Tielemans and Bruno, balls over the top, the little Hollywood balls that normally piss you guys off. Against Chelsea, it might be 3-3, because Chelsea can score goals. Today, Morgan Rogers scored, João Pedro scored, Cole Palmer scored, and all 3 of them look like they can score goals. The scary thing with that attack, with you guys' attack, as we saw against Hull, you need multiple people to be having a good day for you guys' attack to work. They don't. Any one of those guys can just have a good day, and because of the way they attack, if João Pedro is just on it that day, he can score goals.
The disappointment, because you brought this up the other day, you said the difference between Bruno and Odegaard is Bruno doesn't control football matches. My issue is neither does Tielemans, but Casemiro used to control football matches. Kobe mainly tries to control football matches and recycle possession. So when you look at,
I think Tielemans can. Tielemans has spent his career with Leicester and Aston Villa, but I think if Tielemans played for Arsenal, he can control football.
Mistake. The role that it seems like Carrick wants him to play doesn't appear to be controlling midfield, because as soon as you got the ball, you watched the game, it was all about forward pass, and I'm like, there was no recycling of possession. And I know people don't like sideways passing, but to control a football match, you need it. For me,
against dangerous teams like Chelsea, ball retention is so important, because they've got Palmer, Rodgers, and João Pedro. João Pedro is one of the best number 9s in the league. I'd have him as top 4 number 9s in the league, top 3 maybe. Cole Palmer on his day.
You could make the argument that he's only behind Isak and Haaland. You can make the argument.
Yeah. Cole Palmer on his day can be great, blows hot and cold. Morgan Rogers, we know about him already. So,
and then when you still got Esteval off the bench.
That's a non-factor. He's okay. But he's not. He's okay. He's young, but he's not levels. Like, these men are levels. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are levels. You're not 5 games away from the title looking at Esteval. Not yet. You're 5 games away from the title looking at Morgan Rogers. This is what I'm looking at. And for me,
you think Chelsea can challenge for the league?
No, defense is too weak. The defense is too weak, and the goalkeeper's horrible. The goalkeeper's absolutely horrible. He's horrible from set pieces. When they play Hull and Hull rain crosses on them, it's going to be horrible. Any big number 9, they'll lose to Sunderland. They'll lose to Sunderland.
By that, bro. These men were whipping in crosses, bro. They were whipping in crosses.
You man look like. Have you seen the 300?
Yeah,
bro, it's gonna look like when Leonidas died, blood. It's just, you're gonna look up and not see no sky, but it's just gonna rain arrows, blood. I'm telling you, bro.
I was watching that game, and bro, give credit to Hull in it, because I didn't want to sound like that. Because remember when we lost to Grimsby, and man was like, "Oh, they play good football." I ain't gonna say Hull play good football, but they done their research, because
it's different. It's too different. Hull City are a Premier League side. Grimsby were in League One, so it don't matter if Grimsby play great football. They were in League One. So that's the thing.
Hull were just teams like Hull into the box, bro. And I'm
teams like Hull and teams like Sunderland are going to cause Chelsea big
problems. Even Forest, because Forest
got up top.
Wood.
Potentially Forest. Them kind of teams, bro.
It's like Palace with like Mateta and that. Like
Mateta's on strike.
Is he on strike?
He's trying to force a move, innit? He said, "I don't want to be. I want to try to." But it's kind of. Do you know why? Did you hear what happened?
No?
Bro, when I heard Mateta was kind of forcing a move, I thought this guy's a dickhead, but I actually backed Mateta. What happened was, for those of you that don't know, he was going to transfer to a team in France. They done a medical and he failed his medical because he had an injury in his knee. The medical team at Crystal Palace had not warned him that he had an injury in his knee. He didn't even know he had this injury. And the team in France were like, how do you not know you got this injury? Look, it's on this scan. Crystal Palace should definitely have told you, like, you've got a problem with your knee. Here's this. And he said, he posted publicly, it's like, thanks to this club telling me that I'm injured. And my own club didn't even tell me that I was injured. So the medical team, he's going mad.
Yeah,
he's like, fuck that.
I hear that. I'm surprised he wants to leave because they've won 2 trophies in 2 consecutive seasons. But I do agree with you.
You'll see we will improve massively. Wait and watch. Okay, but how? Tell me about where's the improvement coming from? Other than the midfield, which we already know, you didn't start with your main midfield today. But when people go long, especially if you play against back fives that whip crosses in from deep, not people that are getting to the byline and whipping across, but actually whipping crosses from deep, they're going to skip your midfield anyway. The wing backs are going to skip you. They're going to skip.
Or teams that want to just bypass midfield anyway and go straight.
Teams that bypassing midfield. Liverpool yesterday with one of their goals straight over the top, ball over the top. One of the goals today, ball over. Chelsea did themselves straight long flick on the wing backs as well.
Midfield. That bypasses
Palestra and Quenda. All right, if that's what's gassing you lot, then the wing backs are a problem today. Okay,
that's mad, fam.
This is what I'm saying.
Man, I thought he was gonna say, bro. You'd have thought he was gonna say they got flipping Roberto Carlos or something.
This is what I'm saying. I think when you play back fives and crosses, good crosses, because one thing about Hull,
fam, these men are moving mad, bro. After cut, bro. I got a next thing. You man, love for tuning in. Obviously, I'm gonna let Nick continue, bro. I'm still at work, just in the trap right now. So
we say, is it Wednesday or Thursday?
I'm leaving. We're definitely filming on Wednesday. Then I'll try and get to film with Chris on Thursday or Friday.
All right, cool.
I'll let you know when I get back. As soon as I get
I'm
back.
I'm gonna work from home on Wednesday, so you should be able to come over a bit earlier.
Wednesday, I land on Wednesday. This is how you know dedication. I'm leaving, and I land on Tuesday. Leave on Tuesday, land on Wednesday, and I'm there same day. So
cool. AT saying schedule the streams. I think scheduling the streams definitely helps. So when you get back,
I'm gonna schedule the streams, but you have to.
But even if you just send me the thumbs, I'll
probably more than likely do that because you have to understand that right now. The reason why this one came late because my time is different to you lot, so I don't actually know. Yeah, allow me, but I'll be back to normal. I'm not gonna be in Barbados for too long.
All right, cool. I'll show you.
I love.
Yeah. So, AT, what are you saying about your wing backs? Are you saying your wing backs are going to get better, or we'll just see how many times that happens? It's easy to say just bypass and whip. We saw it today. Fulham bypassed your midfield loads. They didn't really play through your midfield. How many times did Lavia and James stop attacks today? They didn't really. They didn't. Do you mean the ball's going over the top? The ball's going straight over the top to you guys were lucky that they don't have any players that are big, strong target men. If Fulham had a team like a player like a Brian Brobby today, or the Dharma Traore, just someone who's big and strong and can pin defenders, you're in all types of problems. We'll see if it happens in more games. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see. We'll have a look. Do you know what I mean? Where are you, man, finishing? Caicedo is mobility in midfield, playing 2 on the ball. Will get bypassed. I think so as well. Himanshu disagrees. AT thinks you're going for a title challenge. Himanshu, give me your prediction. Are you man challenging for the title this year? Or is that a next year situation? Because you lot seem very happy with this. I thought the performance was okay. Maybe you man feel happy because obviously rivals drop points. And everyone's not looking so good right now. But I'm not really looking at that performance and saying, yeah, like I'm seeing a team that's going to challenge. If it happens like that, it's a problem Alonso will have to fix. Yeah, but how? How? Even Barker in the midfield would be more balanced than what we saw today. It was okay for the first game. Fair enough. Arsenal won the league with good defensive structure. They can't sort out the defense. If they can't sort out the defense, it's long days. I just feel like like I say, I can allow the midfield because it's not the main midfield, but I think that that's pretty close to what you're going to see as the starting back five, bar sometimes Reece James being in there. And realistically, you're not going to change the goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? There's no talk of Chelsea signing a goalkeeper. And as it stands, you're not, it's going to be Robert Sanchez pretty much for the season. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know. If I'm looking at you guys' next games in the league, you've got Brighton, and then you've got us, and then you've got Hull. And then you've got Brentford, then you've got Bournemouth. In your next 5 league games, that's a very tough run. You're coming up, you may be coming up against a lot of teams that are on good runs of form. Do you know what I mean? Penders will be given the number 1 after today. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how I ain't getting paid to fix it. Fair enough. We'll see if it's Penders or not. I think that 5-game run, you got Luton Town in there for the EFL Cup, but that 5-game Prem run could actually be quite challenging. Like I say, you're at home to Brighton, you're at home, so some advantage. Then away at the Emirates, then at home to Hull, then away to Brentford, and then at home to Bournemouth. Could be difficult. Could be difficult. Big up, bro. Chelsea, the only team that can stop Arsenal, in my opinion. What do you think of English ultras as well? English ultras, not really big nowadays. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't really rate them. Not gonna lie, don't really rate them. 3-point collectors, but we're 3-point collectors and clean sheet collectors. So when you're doing that, let me know. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, we can have a conversation about that. But yeah, with that goalkeeper that you got, boy, do you know what I mean? But if that's what you man are saying, you man feel confident. Listen, you got a couple weeks to figure that out, because in 2 weeks' time, we see you at the Emirates, and we'll be there, blood. Countdown to the Emirates, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll see you, man, there in 2 weeks. Listen, I'm live. We're shooting the show Wednesday, like Shane said. I'm going to be live Friday night for the football for Man City. Live Saturday as well. And Saturday night, we got the boxing. Himanshu again, live for the boxing. Not Fabio Wardley, Moses the Talma against Filip Hrgovic, both going for the world title, IBF world title. So make sure you lock in for that. I can't lie. These Arsenal ultras piss me off. They all kids, Palace ultras are hard though. I mean, they're not really like proper ultras though. Do you know what I'm saying? They kind of dress up and cosplay as ultras. It's kind of like Halloween, but it's not really anything crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? The day after tomorrow, it's 1-year anniversary of Grimsby's loss. Bro, thank you for telling me that. I'm going to try and grab Shane a Grimsby shirt for the show. Thank you very much for telling me that. What a legend. And yeah, like I said, we're going to be live for all the football next week. We're live Saturday night for the boxing. So lock in for the boxing as well. Definitely someone's getting knocked out. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably Hrgovic, but someone's getting knocked out. So make sure that you're here for that. And we've got bare content coming for you, man, as well. Like I say, important updates on the future of the channel. Keep your eyes peeled. You'll see when the video comes out, it will look different to what we normally post. So you will know when it's that video. And that's going to tell you everything about what we're doing over the next 6 months. Lock in for that. AT, you're going to love it. A lot of you guys are going to love it. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 5K. Peace and love every time. You know the vibes.